Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Legacy Podcast. Today, we have a very special guest, a guest that is one of the biggest figure in the DA community and one of the founders of the greatest collab YouTube channel featuring 5 collaborations across 30 different people from the DA community. He's insane. And he's very talented in his work, whether in video editing or as a producer or a director of these collaborations and all of his other stuff that he makes. And I have a privilege of him being in my podcast right now. So, introduce yourself.
First of all, that was very flattering. And hello. I am Lucas Castello Bustamante. That is my full legal name. I just doxed myself, whatever. Most people, if you know me on Discord, you'll know me by Lucas. I'm currently in the process of kind of rebranding my, online presence. So you might know me as Castello B Media. That's what I'm going by as on YouTube at the moment. And if you know me on Twitter, you'll know me as Steve Glitter or just Steven, which is really confusing. So I'm probably going to change that soon, but you'll probably know me by that. Yeah, that's me. I don't know if I'd say founded Goober. There's a little bit more story to that, but I'll say I founded Goober, the Goober COLLABS, which is probably why you're watching this. And I study publicity and advertising in uni, which is very fun.
Ooh.
And yeah, that's about it.
Do you want to talk about other stuff that you've made, like the one you've made about the one you have relation with the DA Online community news and updates on Twitter as well?
That's true. I am one of the admins of the DA Online news and updates channel on Twitter. That's a little bit of a funny thing how I got invited there. So both Singing Guy, JSV, and me are all the 3 admins of that Twitter page, and which is really funny because you've collected all 3 of them now. You already interviewed
yes, I did.
Jared, you interviewed JSV, and now the last one is me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
yes,
yeah, a little bit of a rundown of what happened. Jared originally he created the DA Online news and updates account. And he had some issues with Twitter. He just didn't like it. I don't blame him. It's a pretty hostile place.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he was like, I'm just going to delete all my socials, and including the DA Online page. I'm like, oh. So I just replied under both. The 2 people who replied under him were me and JSB, saying basically the same thing. So like, hey, you can delete your personal stuff, but don't delete the DA Online news and updates. And, hand it over to someone else. And then a few hours later, I get added to a Discord group with me, Jared, and JSV, with basically Singing Guy saying, hey, would you... Oh, Jared is Singing Guy's name. If I say Jared, it's Singing Guy.
No. I think a lot of people already know that.
Yeah, but maybe not everybody. So just, if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
I got added to a Discord group saying, hey, do you want to take over? I'm like, sure. Which is the funniest thing, because before I got added to that Discord group, I was already making a new DA Online news and updates page, which I don't think I told any of them. Like, I was already just like, if he's gonna leave, then I might as well make another one. I had already made one. A few people followed it. Like 10 people followed it, and like an hour later, Jared came to me asking if I wanted to take over. I was like, I guess I don't have to make a new one. I'll just inherit this one.
Wow, that is a very happy coincidence.
Very happy coincidence.
Yeah.
So now it's me, Jared, and JSV. Mostly it's Jared nowadays. I've been kind of busy. You can kind of tell which posts are mine because they'll usually be less update based and they'll be more funny. We tried to kind of do a division between, everyone posting some updates. But it just kind of got a little bit confusing and messy because, as soon as I remember it was New Year's, and the whole rebrand thing with Open Infinitum and the 3D logo and stuff happened. And immediately we all jumped into the Discord chat. I was like, hey, who's going to post this? Who's going to post that? We had like, okay, JSV, you post that. Lucas, you post that. Jared, you post that. It was just a complete mess.
Oh.
So nowadays, Jared does most of the updates, and I do more of the funny ones.
I see.
One of my favorite posts actually was what was it? It was one that really got people spooked. It had like a black and white image of Will, and at the bottom it said, "Will DA Games Ryan found in kitchen putting butter on a Pop-Tart." So people saw that, and like a black and white photo of somebody with like a news headline kind of title. The first thing you think is like, oh no, something bad happened. You would never think, oh, he put butter on a Pop-Tart. So everyone's in the comments saying like, oh, why would you do that? That's horrible. And stuff like that.
I actually don't remember seeing that post. I mean, I'm active in the online community, and of course I follow your Twitter post. But there's been so much stuff in that in the post that I actually barely able to see like all of the funny ones. But yeah, I can definitely see how Jared actually is the one who's monitoring, because for some reason he remembers like all of these anniversary dates of these songs. For example, recently he what's 10 years old? We Go Under recently just turned 10 years old, and he posted it, and well, we got a remake too. But yeah,
no, Jared is a machine when it comes to news. Like he has like Chrome extensions that monitor whenever a website gets updated. Like he immediately knows stuff. Sometimes even before like the freelancers and stuff.
Yeah,
which is wild. Like the other day, the whole the whole Reddit thing with Chris.
Oh god.
Like, oh, we're gonna unlist the videos, and everyone went nuts. Jared found that almost instantly. It was like,
yeah.
I don't check the Reddit. I don't know if you check the Reddit. I don't.
The Reddit is dead,
he does,
bro.
Apparently.
The Reddit's dead.
He checks. It's dead, so he knows everything.
Yeah.
And not only that, I am one of the admins of the Twitter page, but I'm not the admin of the Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Which means if I post something, Jared is going to have to, take whatever I posted and then repost it on Instagram. Which at that point, you might as well post it on both. He might as well post both of them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of more working in the background. I don't know if you remember, but the DA Online News and Updates page actually got banned. Like, I'd say like a month ago.
Yeah.
And Jared was like crashing out. I was like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. I ruined it. I was like, no, don't worry, man. Same thing happened to me like a few years ago. I'll fix it. And I fixed it in like 30 minutes. It was like, thank you so much. I'm like, welcome. So I work more in the background and sometimes with funny stuff, but most of the time I'm busy. So
I see.
I used to be more active on there. I want to post more.
That's actually interesting. We've never heard you talk about the news and updates, but yeah. So besides that news and updates, Lucas has done a ton of stuff, and obviously like you've been like a DA fan for a very long time, right? You even like
yes.
So like, how did you find DA and suddenly like became one of its biggest fan right now? Actually, well, I don't know if we'll call it a biggest fan, but one of the more dedicated ones, I would say. Like when you start, actually,
I'd say I'm dedicated in the sense that I'm very inserted into the community. I'm a pretty prominent figure. Even before Goober, I was very prominent on Twitter.
Huge, actually.
How I found DA. I've always been somewhat kind of aware of DA as is my camera in focus? Sorry, I think it is. I have like 3 camera angles. I got this one, this one, and this one for people watching at home. I don't know which one to look at. I'm kind of lost. Yeah, I've always been somewhat kind of aware of DA around the time Break My Mind came out, which was over 10 years ago, like 2015.
It's 11 years
which
ago.
is pretty wild to say. Freaking 10 years being a fan of the same thing.
Yeah.
I love it, it's just wild. Yeah, but I was always been aware around 2014, 15-ish time. But I only actually, I'd say, become a fan and actually start following the channel once Build Our Machine came out. Which I think a lot of people could say the same. Because, it's the biggest DA song ever.
255 million views right now.
And that's only on the DA upload. If you count, there's other people making like other lyric videos and stuff. If you count like all versions of the song, it's over 700 million. I'm not even kidding. 700 million on YouTube alone. And then another extra 120 million on Spotify.
It's a billion, basically. Let's just
If you count like TikTok streams and stuff, it's probably close to like 1 billion streams in total.
Yeah, it's insane. There's actually like a Minecraft animation of Build Our Machine that is more popular than the Build Our Machine itself, which is I found really stupid.
Exactly. So when I count the views of Build Our Machine, I don't just count the YouTube upload. I count the Minecraft one, everything, which in total is like 700 million.
It's insane. There's a full-on like one of the biggest artists. I mean, yeah. For me, I actually had no DA obsession back then when I was like maybe 10 years old. But then suddenly I found It's Time to Die, and I found Break My Mind, and then I found like all of his FNAF songs. I followed until like Left Behind. Back then I wasn't like the biggest metal fan, but like I stopped listening, and then finally Instruments of Cyanide came out, and that has been like revolutionary. Let's just say that.
That was a nice one.
I would really love Instruments of Cyanide, and since then I just followed Will from there, and then like his other stuff, Heart of an Artist, I followed, and then like and all the way till now, actually from 2018 to all the way till now. So I'm like being a faithful fan for like 8 years, but yeah, it's insane.
A long time. I think I have you beat by like 10 years, because exactly. I started by Break My Mind. Yeah, but when did Build Our Machine come out?
2017, I think.
2017? Alright, then I've been a fan since 2017. I've known about DA since 2015.
Yeah.
Which, that about checks out.
That's pretty much it. And now, you've been like this huge DA fan, stuff like that, right? So I wanted to also know a little bit about this thing you've created. It started from this one guy named Trooper9585, but right now it's becoming something huge, and it's actually gonna become something like a big project right now. They're called the COLLABS. And how did it start from the guy by the name of Trooper, and then finally now you?
Yeah, that is a bit of a wild story. The COLLABS, my baby. I adore just the whole idea, the concept, and just working with everybody with it. I did not start the Goober COLLABS, at least not what it was originally.
Whoa. Really?
Which a lot of people seem to think that I made it. I didn't.
me
a lot
too,
of people
actually.
seem to think that Namor made it. Yeah, people think that Namor made it. He also didn't make it. It was Trooper9585.
Oh yeah, okay, I knew that one. I thought it was actually no, but you created the Goober, the foundation of Goober COLLABS first, right? No, but like back then it was.
I created what Goober COLLABS is now. Before what Goober was, it was just a guy called Trooper9585 who got his friends together. I remember what the Discord server was called. It was literally just called Troopers Collab server, and he would make collaborative lyric videos with his friends, and he would post it on his personal channel. Now, one day, Trooper went absolutely insane in the membrane and just wiped everything. He deleted all of his social medias. He deleted his YouTube channel. He basically just wiped everything, including all of the collabs. Like, some of the collabs became lost media for like a long time. And at that time, I was just a member. I had joined right around the time that the Know Your Place collab started. I remember seeing back then, whenever a collab would open up, he would post a video on YouTube saying like, oh, here are all the parts divided. And if you want to claim one, just click the link in the description to join our Discord, and then you could just join like that. The server was kind of just open. And I remember seeing that on my homepage and was like, wow, that seems cool. Because at that point, I hadn't really been that involved with the DA community at all. I was kind of just a lurker. I would look at stuff, but I wouldn't really interact. I was like, I want to make new friends. I want to actually be part of this community instead of just consuming the content. Like, I want to join, and I saw that there was part 4. I remember specifically part 4 in the Know Your Place collab. I was like, I want that one.
Oh yeah.
And then I joined the server, and literally I joined the server I say I want part 4, and Trooper said, "Oh, great, that's the last one available," which was perfect. I joined literally at the exact right moment to get the exact part that I wanted, and literally seconds after I joined, some other guy joined. It said, "Oh, I want a part 2." It's like, "Oh, sorry, we just ran out." I was like, "Oh my god."
Oh
If
my
I had been
God.
even like 10 seconds later, I would have not gotten it.
Another happy
So
coincidence.
yeah, happy coincidence. At that point, I think they already did Are You Proud of Me Now and Brace for the Freight Train.
And
And
that
I
stupid
started
Streisand
with,
collab too.
that came afterwards. That came after the
Oh
Know
wait,
Your Place.
really? Oh, I don't remember that. I thought it was.
Actually, no, yeah, the Know Your Place collab started, and then the Streisand collab started a little bit after that. Except the Streisand collab was more of a shit post, so it was very quick.
Yeah.
So by the time the Streisand collab ended, the Know Your Place was still going on,
Oh,
which makes it a little bit confusing.
yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. I remember getting like invited. Well, no, I'm not getting invited. I actually took part of the Know Your Place collab first, and then finally in the Streisand effect as well. Yeah.
Mhm. Believe it or not, the Know Your Place collab was the first lyric video project I've ever done, and one of my first editing projects ever. Like, I had just downloaded Premiere, and I was just learning stuff as I went. I had no idea what I was doing. And
What?
I'd say that I did a pretty good job. And, I use these collabs more of as a learning opportunity. I think you can notice that every part that I do is slightly different. Know Your Place is mostly like 2D stuff with kind of 3D elements and effects. The Streisand collab, which came a little bit afterwards, was all drawn by hand in a flip-a-clip, just using the stylus on my pen. The stylus on my pen. The stylus on my phone draw all the words. So I'm always experimenting a little bit. And then while we were starting the the Founders Pack 2 collab, Trooper went insane in the membrane, wiped everything, and the server kind of just sat empty. Because, basically the guy who was hosting our collabs disappeared. The server was his. And so it just sat empty for months. But sometimes people would pop in and, talk a little bit, but that was basically it. And every once in a while, people would, go in there and say like, "Oh, I wish we got to finish the Founders Pack 2 collab." And a lot of people saying, "I wish we had got to join the Bloodline collab." And after months of hearing that, I was like, people clearly still want this. So why not just do it? So I took it upon myself to kind of bring the server back. And the Goober name was a little bit of a funny one because Seraphase, he changed the name of the server because it used to be Troopers Collab server. He just changed it to Goob Central. God knows why. It was just Goob Central.
I think it's
like,
still
okay,
Goob Central.
if we're gonna do the collabs again, we can't do it under Trooper's name, and I don't want to do it under my name. Despite me being the one who's going to rebrand everything and start everything up again and start hosting, I didn't want to put it under my name because I just thought it was wrong that Trooper could just delete everything on a whim, and that everything was attached to his channel, if that makes sense. Because the collabs, at least to me, belong to all of us. Just because I hosted the Join the Bloodline collab doesn't mean it's mine. Doesn't mean I'm going to put it on my personal channel. I wanted a channel just for us. And maybe for whatever reason I need to step down from the hosting role, and maybe I'm too busy or I'm moving on to other things, I can, pass the torch to somebody else and it won't be weird, So, yeah, so timeline. Help me out here. Seraphase made the name the Goop Central. I wanted to rebrand the channel as something collective for all of us and start doing collabs again. And I was like, okay, we need a name. I'll just do the Goobers. The Goobers, because, the name was the Goob Central, I might as well use that. And I asked Jared, who at the time was the owner because after Trooper left, he handed ownership over to, which I'm still not 100% sure who is. She's in the server, but she barely ever speaks. Apparently, she was one of Trooper's close friends, which is why she got the ownership role after he left. And then she passed it on to Singing Guy because she didn't really want it, I guess. And then after I rebranded the server, Singing Guy passed it on to me and to Namor. Now, the rebrand was my idea, but it really was a collaborative thing. I remember I sent a message in the administrative chat saying like, hey guys, here's my idea. Let's rebrand to the Goobers, make a new YouTube channel, make, different social medias, and start making collabs again. And immediately everyone was down for it. It was like, I was so happy. And I think, it was Isaac. Isaac made a little doodle of some little gremlin and called him Goobert, which ended up becoming our mascot. I made a pretty rough logo. Editing crafted, put my mock-up logo here on the screen.
Well,
there you go. Anyone who's just listening to this in the background, you won't see, but just imagine the current Goober logo, except without the little eyeballs and the hair. I made basically that. And then Namor saw that and was like, oh, I have a few ideas. And he wanted to incorporate the elements of Goobert, our mascot, into the logo. He made a few iterations, I made a few, and then we went back and forth to find something that would work, which we both ended up creating what was the logo, the Goober logo that we know today. He really helped me a lot with that. And yeah, that's about the story.
Wow.
Rebranded what used to be Troopers Collab server into the Goober Collabs. Made it for all of us and not just for one person. It's really a collective channel. And yeah, now we are where we are today. I hosted the Join the Bloodline collab. We're in the works of making a new one. Not yet, but I already know what I'm going to do. I'm planning in the background what we're going to do for the next one. I run the social medias. And yeah.
Wow,
that's the story.
Ooh, well, that is one. You know what I'm most surprised about? The fact that let's go back in time on the Know Your Place collab. It's for your first time downloading and editing software, and it's Premiere. That's insane, genuinely. Because
yeah,
dude, Premiere is so hard. As someone who edited, so I'm just 100% honest. I'm still I don't know if I call myself a beginner. I would say myself like beginner intermediate, I would say, because right now I'm actually learning DaVinci right now. I think you've heard of me talking about DaVinci a few times, but
yeah,
I tried learning DaVinci right now. Currently still learning, but wow, the fact that you just pick it up and then being able to make that good of a lyric video is a feat of itself. That's insane, genuinely, because people would have probably took on your lyric video probably would have taken ages to learn, and the fact that you just pick it up and then able to just make the lyric video is insane.
I learned pretty quick. It took me months. It took me months to get to that point. There's so much stuff. I barely knew how to use it, so I was doing everything in the worst, most inefficient possible way. I was doing 3D parallax stuff manually by I'll take this scale value and divide it by 0.7 and then do that and then 0.5. And oh my god, it was a lot of math involved because I didn't know how to automate anything.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare, but it came out nice. And I learned a lot from it.
That's great, actually.
I really did.
Because for me, I hope you don't take offense or anything. I still mainly use CapCut because it's probably I would say the easiest and the most efficient one I would say. But obviously I'm still learning the better editor software. But mostly I still use CapCut for my editing. The pro version, not the free version, because the free version I would say is garbage. But yeah, but that's
I have nothing against CapCut. Really, the editing softwares, they're just tools. What makes something good is your idea and your creativity. The means of what you achieve that doesn't really matter that much. You know Blue Freddy, he's in the server as well.
Oh yeah.
And his Join the Bloodline part, he made that in KineMaster.
Oh yeah.
KineMaster, on his phone. And it looked so good. I straight up almost did not believe him when he said he used KineMaster for it.
Mhm.
Which is wild. So if you know what you're doing, if you're creative enough, you can make something good. Doesn't matter if you use After Effects, if you use Premiere, if you use DaVinci. Namor is a good example. He does everything in Premiere. I'm like, wow. I use kind of a mix of After Effects nowadays, but the fact that he does everything in Premiere is like really impressive as well.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Namor, he's someone I really look up to, genuinely. Like, seeing his lyric videos, his typography, and everything, I'm really inspired, but obviously I don't really have the time to do the amount of what I do. But, like, he's like, I mean, I don't say he's idol, because, like, he's around, like, we're not very close, but he's seen my stuff, I've seen his stuff, so, like, we're more of a close acquaintance, I would say. But yeah, he's really inspired me to do like better lyric videos, genuinely. And talking about the KineMaster, that was actually like my first editor software too that I genuinely like trying to learn. Back then I don't really have a PC, so I only use my phone. So if you see on my channel the older lyric videos all the way up until the Vengeance music video that I did for Komi, I still use KineMaster. But yeah, right now obviously I changed to CapCut for probably slightly better typography. But yeah, it's wow, what a lore of a Goober collab.
What a lore.
Starting from like,
yeah, I'm trying to think of anything that I'm missing. I'm 100% missing something about the whole rebrand and stuff. But I guess I'll leave it at that. If I remember anything else, I'll say it as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so obviously you've done a lot of editing, and one of them is like again, Jesus Christ, the Premiere stuff. That's insane, personally. But like, I want to know a little bit about your editing techniques. How did you edit your videos so differently from other people? It seems like you're using 3D, which I don't see a lot of people do, and many different aspects rather than just the effect and typography. So like, how did you do it? Walk me through like the process of it.
Okay. Yeah, I will say I have a very distinct style. You know, everyone has their own style when it comes to editing and just art in general. And to me, I always like making stuff that people look at and go like, how the fuck did he make that? I like that. So 3D is something that I don't know, it's always called me. It just makes sense. And working in 3D, it quite literally gives your work another dimension. Now, it's a pain in the ass to do, but it is possible. In terms of the tools that I use, I use 3D mostly for the Join the Bloodline stuff. Like I say, every project that I do is a learning opportunity. So the Streisand Effect collab was mostly for like drawing and handmade stuff. Know Your Place was my beginnings of, you know, Premiere and 2D stuff. And the Join the Bloodline is where I experimented a lot with 3D, which is something that I always knew I wanted to go forward into. And the tools that I use are basically the whole Adobe suite, Premiere, After Effects, Photoshop, Illustrator, and Cinema 4D, which is what I used for the 3D renderer for almost everything you see in the Join the Bloodline collab, at least my contributions, you know. The intro, the outro, my part, the intermission, all of that.
Wow.
And honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to make something like that again. It's just not practical. It's a pain in the ass. It looks cool. It's just such a pain in the ass.
I mean,
And I mean the Join the Bloodline collab, it was in the works for like over a year. So I had time, but say I'm working a freelance job, I probably wouldn't. And if I did use 3D, it's probably going to be at a much lesser scale.
yeah.
But it does look cool. It does look really cool.
Yeah,
And that is my style.
Yeah, it's unique. It's not like everybody just keep using. Okay, so like for a lot of people, including me, we just put effects on top of on top of effects, on top of a picture, on top of effects, and we put typography on it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what we do.
Yeah, mostly people just, it's 2D layers on top of 2D layers. I'm working with 2D layers inside of 3D environments with effects on top. It's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, that's like something new, right?
It unlocks a lot of possibilities, at least for me.
Mm-hmm. One thing that I want to say as well, like, in terms of like lyric video fandom, I would say like DA is like one of the more passionate ones I've seen, because I haven't seen like a fan-made lyric video for like CG5 on this kind of level of dedication for someone like, I don't know, Jonathan Young, or like they don't really have like this tight little small fan base that is like so dedicated on making fan-made lyric videos. This in this scale, like I would only say like DA is the only one that actually like been really like dedicated, And I don't know, I genuinely don't know how it happened, but we're just here right now, just making like insanely dedicated fan-made lyric video that no other YouTubers or no other YouTuber musician has ever done. It's like sweet.
Yeah, you are so right with that. It's something that I've only ever seen with the DA community, and I genuinely do not know why. Almost all of us are very, very dedicated.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of fan art and stuff, fan-made lyric videos, fan-made covers. You don't see that kind of stuff in other fandoms. Even fandoms that are like 10 times as large as ours don't see as much fan-made stuff, which is really interesting to me, and I couldn't tell you why that is. It just is.
It just is, yeah. Like, I would probably say the other very dedicated ones, for me, in my experience at least, is putting my foot in my mouth right now. It's probably either the Digital Circus fandom or the Genshin fandom, which is a very notorious one if you've been known about those. But yeah, but like genuinely, like I haven't seen this much. Like, if we're talking about indie musician alone, it's not like this, because I haven't seen anybody done this before. No. Which is
DA is quite an exception.
Genuinely, it's huge.
Yeah.
Like, is there like any other like stuff that you want to talk about your editing stuff right now before we move on to the next one or something?
Good question. I don't know. Guess not.
Well, fair enough.
That's it.
All right. I guess we move on. Oh, by the way, I don't know if the viewers at home know about this, but this is kind of like a semi-interview. So like, I'm interviewing Lucas here while also like talking just normally, casually. Excuse me. But yeah. So
we're both friends here, just yapping.
Yes, pretty much.
And also, you guys get to know a little bit more about me and a little bit more about Goober, because I think especially about Goober, because for anyone who's not inside of Goober, like the Goop Central server, it's kind of a mystery of, what goes on in the inside. Just how things work in general.
Yeah. Not a lot
so I think it's nice. People can watch this interview. Not only people who are in the server to know, extra little fun facts and stuff, but for people who aren't in the server and want to know, how stuff is done and just know more about the channel in general.
Yeah, it's and I have so much to talk about Goober later, because it's gonna be huge. But let's move on to the next one. Now, actually, talking about the big question, this is gonna be a very big one. Now, I still don't know if Goober is actually a licensed fan project of the online, I probably would think is a no, because I thought Will was in it, right? So Will is on the Goober server, and I thought, this guy can, since Will is a founder, I thought personally it was some sort of licensed fan project, but I'm gonna guess it's not. But if it is like a licensed fan project, if it is actually the official fan project of DA Online, talking about, just fan-made lyric videos in general, like, how would you feel about it?
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, just to clear the air, the Goober Collabs is not officially affiliated with DA at all. Will kind of just joined as a joke, and he stuck around for whatever reason, which, I don't know, I'm not complaining. He seems to like it there. Leave him be. I like that he's there, but no, he has nothing to do with the collabs. Yeah, he's just there to yap, really. He doesn't participate in the collabs at all. Because the Goober Collabs, the channel is for the collabs, but the server we're just a really nice group of friends, really. The collabs are something that we do on the side, but really, it's just a nice group of people. And, I love everyone who's in there, and it's just nice to talk. So there's, like, I'd say the grand majority of everyone who's in the server is just there to talk. There's some people who don't even know how to edit videos, some people who don't know how to draw, who don't know how to sing, they don't know how to do anything, but they're just there because they like being there and talking. Which I think is nice, We're not just, making collabs. So no, the Goober Collabs is not officially affiliated with DA at all. And yeah, how would I feel if it was an officially licensed fan project?
Yeah. Dude.
If the Goober Collabs was officially licensed as a fan project, I would fucking hate it.
Whoa, that's unexpected. I was actually... Okay, we're gonna talk more about my own projects later, but since we're just Goober Collabs, just give your opinion of why you would hate it.
Yeah. So that's a pretty hot take, but the Goober Collabs is something that we do out of passion for stuff that we like. And, despite almost everyone being in the server, almost everyone in the server having the one thing in common, that is being a fan of DA, it doesn't make the server a DA server. It's just friends who have one single thing in common. DA is kind of the magnet that pulled us together. But I don't want that to define the group. A Goober is something that we do for us as, our own passion projects. And we all happen to like DA, but we also like other things. And actually, I don't think this isn't public information outside of the server. So you heard it here first, guys. The next Goober Collabs collab is Lazy from the Living Tombstone.
Yo, let's go!
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's Lazy from the original 01 album. And it's not a DA song. So, we really want to branch out and do other things. Of course, we're always going to do DA songs every once in a while because we do love DA. Oh, yeah. Almost all of us do. I don't say, no, I think there's like one or two people who aren't DA fans. Like, I can't remember any off the top of my head, but some people like, oh, can I invite this person? I'm like, oh, they don't know anything about DA, but they're like an artist and they like talking. I'm like, okay, yeah, invite them. But yeah, for the most part, we're all DA fans, but the Goober Collabs is not a DA licensed project. I don't want the Goober Collabs as, a channel or as an entity to be licensed with DA. However, if we did maybe an officially licensed collab, that could be really fun. Just thinking about the possibilities, maybe, for example, a song like Press Start Together. It's a pretty old one, but let's suppose that Press Start Together is a brand new song that Will hasn't released yet. And, the song is about togetherness. It's about, union and collaboration. So maybe DA could be like, hey, come to us as the Goober Collab, say, hey, how about you guys collectively and collaboratively make the official lyric video for the song, and then you can post it as like a joint post on the DA and Goober channel. I think something like that could be really cool, you know?
Yeah,
Especially for like where it makes sense, you know, not to force it into anywhere. Like the example of Press Start Together would be a good one. It's about togetherness. Why not have the official lyric video be something made together with lots of people and friends? I think an idea like that could be really cool as a, you know, official licensed project.
Yeah.
Now, projects being licensed, officially licensed, cool idea. The Goober collabs as an entity, no. Do not want that.
Yeah, I would personally.
Not only that, but it would kind of be, it would kind of be putting the control into the hands of EA, when in reality it's all for us. You know, I would feel bad. You know, it's my baby. I don't want to give it away. The Goober collabs is ours. The projects can be licensed. I would have to talk that over with some of the other people in the admin channel if they would like to do that. But at least for me, I think that's a pretty nice idea of an officially licensed project.
Yeah, like I would personally think, like what I was trying to say a few times back then was it would be kind of cool if it's just a individual project rather than just the entire channel itself. Like, oh, for example, I think I remember Will saying like he's gonna make like another version of like Press Start. I would probably think it's like Press Start World or something like that, featuring many nerdcore artists on his songs, and then like, oh hey, you guys maybe make the lyric video out of it. I think that would be pretty cool, actually.
That would be awesome. Maybe he makes another Press Start song like that, with lots of people. It would make sense, you know. It would make sense, and I would be totally on board to do an officially licensed collab.
100%.
That would be cool.
Also, like I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but like since the TLT song that you're gonna do about, I probably wouldn't be able to join the collab because like genuinely I've done, if you see on the Goobers channel, you will see my name there, all of it. So I probably would want to give my seat to somebody else who haven't done it, and give like more people who actually do it, right? Because like I don't know who has done like on every single collab. If I remember, I would say like probably Surface and the other one, what's it called again? Shardline, I think. Probably he has done on every single one, but for me personally,
I think Isaac as well.
Isaac, yeah, he does that, all of it too. So like, I kind of want to give up one of my seats. Not because I have TLT, no I don't. It's just that I kind of want to give other people a chance to, because I have done every single one of them. And I've not been the fastest, so it's probably gonna be better for that one. Maybe in the future on a song that I really like, or something like, hey, I just learned something new and I want to use it on the Goober collabs. Yeah, that's probably where I'm gonna go back again. So it's gonna be pretty fun.
That is a very nice and noble thing to do. You know, to think about the other people who could possibly get a new opportunity by you not joining. But hey, if you change your mind, you're always welcome.
Oh yeah, no.
But it is a very nice thing to think about.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you. But yeah, this is just out of respect for everyone there, because like I'm not really active in the Goober Discord server. Entirely not because because I don't have any negative feelings about them. No, obviously everyone there been awesome, like you said, but I just have a bit of anxiety talking about to new people and stuff like that. I would just prefer having my own little circle. But yeah, I mean it's cool. They're all cool people. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, so wow, that's actually insane. Like I was genuinely thought that you would say like yes as a licensed project, because okay, before we move on to the next question, let's go back to I don't want to say me, because that sounds kind of selfish because you're the guest here. But you know a little bit about what I'm doing, right? You know a little bit about what I'm doing, or have you?
Yeah, I know you're making Doki Doki Hibernation and a few other projects. I'm not too familiar with them. So if you want, enlighten me and maybe enlighten the people watching,
Oh, yeah.
despite this being a video on your channel, maybe this is someone's first time watching something on your channel,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so like the thing here is that Hibernation is technically a fan project, this huge fan fiction, and my idea that it being a licensed DA project is gonna be pretty cool. It's kind of pretty cool, but obviously, like, entirely it was... I mean, to be fair, it was using DA's IP, right? It's using Iris as the inspiration. The characters are inspired by Iris. It actually features Iris characters itself in the future. But, yeah, but, like, having, like, a licensed DA project on a fan project will be kind of cool. But, genuinely, I don't think Will knows the existence of Doki Doki Hibernation right now. I don't think he has talked about it anything. He probably like, oh cool, that guy, he made this DDLC mod for some reason, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it can be pretty cool that if it is, though, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that could be really, really cool. Actually, I want to talk to the audience real quick. If you guys subscribe right now, I will give you this cookie.
Oh, what cookie is that?
I'm watching. Are you gonna subscribe? It's a Chips Ahoy Mini.
Ah,
You'll get this cookie if you subscribe.
personally,
If you like right now, I'll give you 2.
subscribe both to my channel
gonna
and the
trust that you
Goobers
did.
collab channel. Link in the description.
Subscribe. I'll give you 3 cookies if you subscribe to the Goobers as well. I'm gonna trust that you did it, and I'm going to give you these cookies.
Link in the description down below, guys. They're all over there. Let's check it out.
I hope you enjoyed them.
Personally, I'm
All right, go ahead. Next question.
Before that, I want to give a little opinion. I personally am a Oreo person myself, but hey, Chips Ahoy is pretty good.
I got these for free.
Wow.
Actually, I didn't even mention this. I probably should have mentioned this while I was in the introduction. A little bit of my background. I'm from the United States. I live in Brazil. And I'm currently on vacation in Canada.
Mr. Worldwide
There's
over
that.
here.
Mr. Worldwide. My dad is Ecuadorian, my mom is Brazilian, and I'm from the United States. So I'm trilingual. I speak English fluently, clearly. I speak Portuguese fluently, and I speak
Spanish.
a little bit rusty on my Spanish, but I can completely understand as well.
I don't know if a lot
Probably
of...
should have said that in the introduction, but yeah.
Wow, that's... Whew, well, that's very
Wild.
new. About me, I'm Chinese Indonesian, but right now I'm currently living in Malaysia because uni stuff. But I don't really have anything interesting about me, genuinely. Like my mom.
I did not know that. That
Yeah.
that is very interesting. I did not know. I knew that you lived in Malaysia, but I didn't know the rest of the background.
No, I was born in Indonesia. Actually, my birthday is actually 1st April. Well,
That's funny.
how stupid is that? Like every time that I actually had birthday, people are always pranking me. It's back then I hated it, but right now obviously it's like the reason why they remember my birthday, right? Because I was born in April Fools. But yeah, I was born to a Chinese Indonesian mom and dad. Lived in Indonesia for years. Actually, right now living in Malaysia because I have a uni program right now. I'm university currently pursuing in mass communication and digital media production, basically like film stuff. And then, but after this, since like there's a new regulation in Malaysia where the visa, if you want to get work visa, you have to get at least like a lot of monthly income for me to actually get like properly get a visa. So I'm probably gonna go back to Indonesia after this and suffer because the economy there is terrible. It's horrible. Anyways, all of that stuff is out. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah, more about Goober and less about me. Goober. Anyways, so
I feel like this is why most people are here. So
yeah.
I'd love to talk about Goober.
Yeah.
I'm not a very interesting person, so might as well talk about Goober.
Actually, the next question isn't actually about Goober. Actually, so our next question is actually about you, and it's not personally.
Me.
Not personally, but any chance that you want to be a freelancer in DA? Now that because Namor the other fan-made lyric video back then other editors back then who made fan-made lyric videos right now is actually working officially on DA, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
yes. So I'd love to be a freelancer for DA. I've already done a lot of freelance projects for some other peeps. Some people you might know, Kieran and BE Online. Little shout out to them. They started a new band project, and I had the pleasure of making the animated version of their logo.
ooh.
Which is very fun. So I love creating stuff, and why not create stuff alongside some of the people who most inspire me, which would be DA and a lot of the other freelancers. And a lot of the people in Goober already are freelancers, so I have more opportunity than most to reach the door to access that kind of world, I guess, just by proximity. So a job is a job. So as long as I'm not going to be freaking overworked to death, and if the pay is acceptable, I'd love to. Yeah, especially like you said, your economy sucks. Brazil is very in a similar situation. The economy sucks, which is almost kind of good for freelancing, because even if I make freaking minimum wage, I'm going to be making pennies in the British pound. British pound, is that the currency? I think it is, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I'm going to be making pennies. Maybe I will accept anything, really. You give me like minimum wage in pounds, convert that to Brazilian currency, that is like luxury.
Oh yeah, very much.
So yeah, that is the dream, to work freelance in other countries, especially because I have a US citizenship, so I can like officially work and do my income tax in the United States while living in Brazil, which is my plan.
Wow. I actually don't really have any plans for my future. I mean, I still do freelancing, just not full-time, I've made lyric videos for Live and Learn Plexi and earned some pretty good money for the Indonesian economy right now, but I would love to actually do freelancing as well in the future. But obviously, I would say like my talents in video editing is minimal. I probably need to actually improve on myself, but genuinely, I think that's a great plan to just get freelancing and just convert it in your own money, so that you live in you live both comfortably and in luxury. So yeah,
that's my plan. I already do some freelance work, but doing freelance for DAs in particular would be really, really cool. I'd love to do that.
Honestly, I would love to, but I know that my skills isn't good enough for them. Right now, I don't think my skill is good enough for them, unfortunately. Because like Awkward and Namor. Sorry?
I disagree with you on that one. I saw your Join the Bloodline part, and it's like, I'd say it's up there with some of the best.
Real? Oh, well, that's...
I'd say so, yeah. There was one thing that I remember after the premiere happened. We were all in call together. And when you were talking about your part, you said something about like extracting the drums from the song and then syncing that with like the flashes on screen. And I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. It's something that you might not even notice looking at it, but you will feel it when you watch it. It's something that you can feel, and little details like that is really what separates something from being good from being really good.
Dude, well, first of all, thank you. Really, thank you a lot. But like, yeah, like I always am a big fan of like flashing drums and snares onto the on a lyric video. I just like watching it. It just, I mean, obviously it's not good for the epileptic people, but it's just so much fun to watch. It looks so cool. And I mean, if you've seen like other lyric videos made by Longest Solo Ever, or probably like, I don't know, like I just always love watching like little flashes like that. And in the original Join the Bloodline lyric video made by Namor, it actually has that as well. So like I was so inspired to do it like that. And yeah, I like it. And you know, about that time in the interview as well, it was also like my first time directly talking to Will, and we can talk about that later, but that was surreal, genuinely.
Yeah. Uh, One thing about Will being in the survey, I guess the cat's kind of already out of the bag. Most people know already. I was trying to keep it a little bit under wraps because, once people know that, everyone and their mother is going to want to join.
Oh yeah.
Not because, they want to talk or have a good time or be part of the project. Like, oh, it's because I want to talk to Will. Which, I mean, fair enough, I guess, but it means I have to be really selective with who I let in.
Oh yeah.
Which makes things a little bit more complicated. Like I mentioned back then, the server, whenever like a new collab would start, the server would be open to anybody to join, and that will probably never happen again. Even without Will being here, I probably wouldn't do that because we have such a nice, tight knit group of friends that I'm really protective of that. I don't want to destroy it by adding somebody who might not get along, and I'm very selective with who I let in.
Mhm.
Especially now that Will is here, I have to think, is there any ulterior motive? Do they want to join just because of Will? Do they want to join just to talk? Do they want to join to be part of the project? You really got to judge somebody's character before knowing them, which is hard.
Yeah, it's probably better that way because I know some people would join. They're like, "Oh, hey Will, where's the next song? Hey Will, when's Open Infinitum coming out? Hey Will, can you make a song about blah 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 blah?" It's gotta be some people like that.
Especially that Will isn't even in the official fan server anymore. Basically, the only way you can talk to him is if you're in one of the very few servers he's in, or if you have like his actual DMs. And if you send him a DM, he'll probably ignore you.
No.
So really, I don't doubt people are like, oh, I need to get into the Goober server. I need to get in because I need to talk to Will. I was like, I don't. Talk to one of the mods. I don't know.
Yeah,
Leave him alone.
Yeah, all of us has like great respect for Will. For me, I'm just scared of talking to him, but not because like I'm scared of him. No, I just don't really wanna like I don't know how to say it in the way that I want to say it. It's basically like I look up to him a lot. I just rather not ruin my image of myself just talking to him. If I talk to him, I talk to him like, remember when the interview, when the first interview coming out on GOOBERS, like I talked to him and he was chill. Actually, he was kind of chill, and yeah, like, but I know some people would probably like try to DM him and stuff like that. That also includes me back then when I was actually like I wrote like a whole long ass message about, hey Will, happy birthday, and here's I made this and stuff like that, and I hope you check it out. I was back then, it was 2019, I think. I was so like young and stupid, but I know that he probably ignored it, and I know that he will ignore it. But yeah, like it's kind of stupid just to let people join because of Will, right?
Yeah, it's pretty closed off. And you said that you're afraid to talk to him because you don't want to ruin your image. But counterpoint, how are you going to build an image if you don't even speak to him?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's why
counterpoint.
I just don't really. I'm also like I don't really want to say this out loud, but I kind of have like social anxiety sometimes, so that's why I kind of don't want to speak to. It's not that I hate them. No, obviously, Will is like one of me. I don't really hate them. It's just that this is a guy I want to look up to, and I just love him for who he is, and I'd rather just not like be embarrass myself. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I can imagine it can be a lot of pressure. Seeing somebody you look up to so much, just he's there.
Yeah, it's overwhelming, right?
I get that. Yeah.
Pretty much.
For me, I mean, for a while it was like that. But like, he's just a guy. He's just a guy, just like all of us. We're all friends, Just a guy.
Yeah, I mean, right now, my perception of him is not what it used to be. I think I can like talk to him normally if I was in the server, like, hey Will, what's up, like that, and I know that they're probably, oh hey, what's up, like I'm definitely not like before, but I still have that, I still have that little anxiety and stuff.
Yeah, for me, like ever since he joined the Goober server, like he's just here now. He's just like any one of us, He doesn't have any special permissions. He's just Will.
Yeah.
He's just he's one of the Goobers. and nothing more, nothing else.
Yeah, and
At
I know
least in our
that
server, that's what he is. So,
I know that we also don't really want to put him onto expectations, right? Because like, oh, hey, hell will. No. Obviously, it's not gonna be like that, right? I think he just wants to see. He wants us to see him as like somebody normal, right? Because I know that he wants to be like
yeah.
that.
And I'm very proud of everyone who's been in the server because they've once he joined, I was like, oh no, is somebody gonna do something stupid or like I don't know. But everyone was like super chill. Somebody would be like, oh my god, Will is here. But you know, they didn't express it or anything. So I think he felt very welcome, which is one of the reasons why he stayed. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but you know, he did come on the pretense of a joke. He stuck around because we really do have a nice group of people.
Yeah.
You know, that's something hard to find nowadays. So, you know, when you find something like that, it's nice to hold on to it.
And the fact that he also acknowledged fan-made lyric videos and stuff like that as well, that also is heartwarming as well. Like, he doesn't just look at very, very official, professional, for example, covers by Caleb Hiles or Jonathan Young or whatever. No, he looks at like fan projects as well, like this. Like, that's really encouraging as well.
Yeah. To know that something you worked on is going to be seen by the person who inspired you to do it is a really beautiful thing, and it's a really nice motivator as well.
Yeah, it's huge.
Shouldn't be your only motivation, but it is nice to know that, you know, it's going to be appreciated by the person who made it possible to begin with.
All right. I actually we actually rapid fired through this. We're only like around an hour in, and we've almost done most of the questions. But we can probably like talk about a little bit stuff about DA later. But about this final question, there's actually going to be extra stuff. So, what else in the future for you and the Goobers Club as well? So we already know that Goober Club is gonna have a TLT fan project. Fan-made lyric videos, right? But what about you, or like probably in the
There's
future,
a little bit
Goober?
more to that Goober, but I'll start with myself. I'm currently in the process of rebranding kind of my own personal brand. I always thought it was a little bit strange, like on any official projects, like, oh, it's just, oh, who made this part? Lucas B. Like, it's just my regular government name. It's like, oh, that's not a very nice or creative or interesting name at all. And it's kind of confusing also with my Twitter being Steve Glitters. Like, who's Steven? Oh, that's the same guy? It's confusing as all hell. So I'm trying to rebrand, and the name I landed on was Castello B Media, which is just my middle and last name, which isn't too much different from just using my first name, but it is at least a little bit unique. How many people, you know, would call it with Castello last name?
Yeah.
You know? So Castello B Media is my new rebrand, and I want to post more on my YouTube channel. You know, I've posted my
shorts,
my standalone parts.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my standalone parts that I've made for the Goober collabs. I'm making short form content for Goober, which is also being posted on my like Instagram and socials and stuff like that. And I'm planning on making a Open Infinitum fan-made lyric video, like one for myself, a full-length one instead of just a small part, which will be my first one, surprisingly.
That'd be cool.
So I wanted to just particularly Open Infinitum because I love messing with 3D stuff, and Open Infinitum's whole, you know, vibe is the 3D emblem. Like, it's perfect for me. I'm still thinking if maybe I should do Last Man Standing, Initium Infinitis, the first track. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think that's
Infinitum Infinitis.
Or maybe one of the new ones. Yeah, Initium Infinitis, something like that. Anyway, since the album was going to come out sometime in September, I might as well wait for that and see if there maybe is going to be a Doom the Dark Ages one. Doom the Dark Ages is like one of my favorite games ever, so like maybe I can do one for that. I'm still deciding which one I'm going to do, but for the meantime, I really want to update my channel with I need to post my standalone part 16 from Join the Bloodline. I haven't done that yet. I want to do some more behind the scenes, show off how I made some of the stuff, my timeline, the 3D environments and stuff, which I think would be very interesting to see. And I want to do reaction videos, because reaction videos are something that I really enjoy watching from other people.
Mhm.
I was like, I could do that too. I've actually recorded. Fuck, that was almost a year ago. It was in August that I recorded a Silver SSD reaction video.
Holy
I just haven't gotten around to editing it, so I'll do that soon once I'm finished with the rebrand. Maybe it'll be like the first video I put up after the rebrand. So that's basically what's for me, my personal stuff. I made an Instagram for my Castello B Media stuff where I'm going to post a lot of behind the scenes as well, like short form video content. Anyone wants to follow that, link in the description.
It's all gonna be down there.
And all going to be down there. And as for Goober collabs, what's in the future for the Goober collabs? Like I said, our next collab is going to be Lazy by the Living Tombstone. And it's going to be more of a low effort shitpost kind of project, because if you followed the Join the Bloodline collab, you will see that the announcement video came out exactly a year before it came out, which means it was in the works for over a year. Which I do not want to repeat that. I understand why it happened. People are busy. We were doing this out of, passion, but if we don't... The issue is really just prioritization, I'd say. Because I gave a 3-month deadline originally. And, when you have stuff to do, like, oh, I'm doing uni, or I'm working, or I'm doing both. I can understand that, some things take priority over others. Like, oh, I still have 3 months to do this collab. I'm going to put it all the way here at the bottom, and I'm going to focus on studying. Fair enough.
Mhm.
But then the 3 months passes. I'm like, oh shit, I have to do that. So then either you log in, rush, and make something half-assed in like the last 2 days, or you don't meet the deadline. Which is what ended up happening. People wouldn't meet the deadline, and I have to push it forward, push it forward, push it forward. So going forward, I am going to have to change things a bit. Now, I think our next project being Lazy by the Living Tombstone, since the song is called Lazy, I'm like, okay, people can make more lazy-ish shitpost style videos for the lyric video, which should alleviate some of the pressure of like having too big or a daunting of a task to do. And it'll be a much shorter deadline. I'm probably going to give it like a month, maybe like 2-3 weeks max.
Mhm.
So then, let's be real. If I give a 3-month deadline, do you know what you're going to be doing in 3 months? I don't know what I'm going to be doing in 3 months. Nobody knows what they're going to be doing in 3 months. It's hard to say if you're going to be able to meet that deadline. If I give a 2-week deadline, that's a lot easier. Oh, what am I doing in 2 weeks? Oh, I think I'll maybe be doing my finals, or I'll just be done with my finals, or I have to do overtime at work, or God knows whatever. So given that the next collab is going to have a shorter deadline and a less daunting of a task, since it's more of a shitpost, I think it's going to be much better for people to just look at it and say like, oh, I can't participate in this one because I have to study for my test, or I can participate in this one because I'm on summer break or whatever. In that sense, I really want organization to be better, so we don't have to wait another year until the next collab comes out. It's something that really sucked. Like, it's funny, we laugh about it now, but it sucked, man. And over a year for a collab? I don't know, man. Like, it was a pretty big project, but when you think about it, each person made like 15 seconds of video. A year for like 15 seconds each? I don't know, man. We can do better than that, and we will do better.
Honestly,
I'm gonna make sure of that.
yeah, because like honestly, my part in total, it took 4 hours to do. Well, if you don't count DaVinci, it's probably gonna. Why is there? Okay, whatever. A WhatsApp notification just came up. I should probably just mute it, honestly. So like, I have like my entire part took like 2 hours on making the base and the thing, and then finally the flashing effect took also another 2 hours because it needs learning as well. But like, yeah, I also feel bad because like I was in it, but then I haven't done anything besides of it. So like for personally, I think there would be like at least some sort of standard or like at least some like guidelines on what to do. Like if you can't meet this deadline reach, or if you think you can, or if you cannot, there should be like, you should find probably like another person that would do it, or you probably find somebody else, or like you will help find somebody else. Like, oh hey, the slot's open. Does anyone want to do it? Or you can just reach out to people. It'll probably be easier that way, honestly.
Yeah, no, this time around, I'm not gonna take pity. You know, there's some people who in the Join the Bloodline collab just they took forever. So let's say they want to participate in the lazy one, I'm gonna like send them a DM personally and say like, hey, last time this happened, can you do it? And if they can't do it, you know, it's a shorter deadline. It'll be like 3 weeks. If they can't do it within like, I'll say, hey, progress report. Does anyone have any progress? Anyone who doesn't have any progress without justifiable cause, you know, like, oh, I got busy or like a family emergency. Okay, fair enough. If you don't have justifiable cause and you have zero progress, I'm just going to replace you with somebody else. And one of the reasons I couldn't do that for the Join the Bloodline collab was because our artists started working on the art alongside everyone else who's editing their projects.
Oh, yeah.
This time around, the artwork is only going to start being done when we're almost done. It doesn't matter if, you know, let's say it takes 3 weeks deadline for everyone to edit their stuff together. I don't mind waiting an extra 3 weeks for the artwork to be done if that means if we're gonna have more liberty to be able to take out and put people back in. Because at least for the Join the Bloodline collab, it really sucks when somebody leaves the project. It really does, because not only do we have to find somebody else to replace them, but we need to erase them from the artwork and then get all of our artists to draw them again. The thumbnail of the Join the Bloodline collab, I think we had like 6 different artists doing different stuff. Like, oh, one was doing sketches, one was doing line art, one was doing coloring, one was doing rendering. So to have to go through that entire pipeline again because of one person just sucks. So yeah, we're only going to start working on the artwork for the Lazy collab after everyone is mostly done or completely done. So any changes can be made without any issue.
Yeah, it's probably
so that's the future in terms of the collabs.
All right, so yeah, that's pretty much, honestly, that's all of the questions that I have for you, honestly, because I don't really have.
There's continuation.
Oh, there is some continuation.
There's more.
But wait.
Yeah, so when it comes to the future of the Goober collabs, I already went over the collab side of stuff. But we also have a development wing.
Ooh, yeah. So
we have a smaller group of people working on indie video games.
Tell me all about it.
Yeah, so we already released one game. It was an April Fool's game called Please Insert Passcode. It just opens up with a keypad and you can type in a 4-digit passcode, and depending on what you put in, you'll get a little message or like a little video clip. It's a very smaller kind of just April Fool's game, really. But it was our first project as the dev wing, and it was a really fun one. And the group were like, "Oh, what if 6767? If you type in 6767 in the passcode, Goobert shows up and kills you or something."
Holy.
One that I made, if you put 1738, it plays the song. What's the song called? Freaking. Wait, hold on. 1738 song. I only remember that part of the song. Oh, the song is called 1738. Oh, Trap Queen by Fetty Wap. Anyway, you put in 1738 and it says 1738, and then Goobert shows up and starts saying, you know, stupid little Easter eggs like that. That was our first project, kind of just a taste to see that, you know, we exist, we're doing stuff, and also a fun little Easter egg and April Fool's gag. Now, there are a few codes in there that I'm not even sure people have even found yet. That is teasing our next big project, which is the Lifetime Show. If you've been keeping up with Goober COLLABS socials, you'll have seen our other mascot, Miss Gooberry, which is, I guess I'll give this away, our main antagonist for the Lifetime Show. Yes, she's a bad guy. And there's more to see there. Except when it comes to the Lifetime Show, it's a much bigger project than we originally planned. It's got a pretty big scope, mostly just mini games. I'd say a little bit kind of like a click team, kind of Five Nights at Freddy's type of game with like mini games and stuff. It's going to be really nice, but it is been in development for a while, and it probably will continue to be in development for a while. I think you'll notice I used to post teasers for the game on the socials, and I've stopped doing that because I have no idea when the game's going to come out. And building hype for something is kind of a dangerous thing for us. For example, if you're DA and you just build hype by putting a date, you just type in a date like 7th of December 2027. People are going to go nuts, like, oh my god, what's going to happen? What's going to happen on that day? They start building these expectations, but they can build these expectations based on stuff that they've seen prior. They know about what to expect. It's probably another song, maybe a bigger project. When it comes to the Goober COLLABS, especially the dev wing, we haven't shown what we're capable of. So whenever we post a teaser, especially if it's vague, the vaguer the worse, people start to build expectations based off of nothing. And I'm really scared that people will build expectations of this grand, spectacular video game with like all the bells and whistles and stuff, and we just can't deliver on that. So I've kind of put on hold showing any teasers for the Lifetime Show video game until we have more things to show. I only want to show things that have been actually made instead of being vague, if that makes sense. Development has been really slow because we are a very small group of people, and we're all busy, you know, we all have stuff to do. Some people work, some people study, some people do both. Family, you know, just life stuff in general. So we do this in our free time. And sometimes we have free time, sometimes we don't. And, you know, it kind of just, we're doing this out of passion. We're not doing this for money. With the exception of Namor, actually, he actually got paid for one of the stuff he did for the Goober COLLABS. He animated the logo, and then for whatever reason afterwards he asked for payment, which, good for him. He's the only exception to that. But for the rest of us, we just do this for
fun,
for passion, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when we have free time, which means these projects take a while, and I'm holding off sharing any more information about the game or any teasers until we have more. But it is coming, and there is one thing I can share with you guys, which is Goober lore.
Oh yeah.
There is Goober lore, or at least there was. Originally, the Goober COLLABS and the Lifetime Show kind of were one and the same. They took place in the same universe, and they were very highly connected. Goobert, our mascot, and Gooberry, our mascot for the Goob Wing, had like they had connections, I'll say. And how can I get into detail without spoiling too much? Regardless, some people, brought up that probably the video games and the Goober COLLABS should stay separate. And especially, like, in my mind, the Goober Wing is like, I think it's 6 to 7 people. 6, 7.
6, 7. I was about to say. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What happened? Yeah.
It's 6 to 7 people, and if the game takes place like within the same continuity and it directly affects people who are participating in the Goober COLLABS, it's kind of just not nice because, we're involving people that have nothing to do with this video game with another project that they never signed up for. So, yeah, we made the decision to separate all the lore for the Lifetime show and all the lore for the Goober Collabs, which now the Goober Collabs has no lore. It's just a fun thing that we do, making lyric videos. But there was a moment that it was one and the same, and I can tell you some of that lore now because, well, we're not going to use it anymore, so it's not really a spoiler. So there is some stuff that I do have to keep quiet about because we are still going to use. But what can I say here? Ancora Chris is the one who made most of the lore. They're really good at that.
Oh, Ancora Chris.
Okay. Okay, so Gooberry, our lovely mascot for the video games, consumed Goobert, and she is quite literally and figuratively the host of the games and the host of all of the collabs. So it's basically just the collabs are canon within the video game. The collabs are, particularly the Join the Bloodline one, is like an actual glimpse into the torture and stuff that Gooberry inflicts. For what reason? You will have to find out later. But it's all just an entertainment facade. She hosts. It's a very sadistic kind of torture to appease a ritualistic and ravenous being. We'll keep it at that. So there was at one point official Goober lore, and all the collabs were canon to our Lifetime show video game. Not anymore, though. It was a really nice idea, but it came with its own problems, and I didn't want to involve the people who participated in the collabs with, frankly, something that has nothing to do with them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so Ancora Chris is the one who made like all of the lore, right?
Pretty much. I mean, we all helped out, but they're the one who stitched everything together.
Wow. I mean, yeah, they're great. Actually, I don't know if you've noticed. I wanna. Is it okay if we like kind of stray from the Goober Collabs a little bit about?
Yeah, sure.
So like, Ancora Chris, obviously, they're an artist for DA, right? As well, they're the one who created the flash drive stuff and stuff like that. So like, but they also like know a little bit as well about Hibernation, and recently they've been making like these fan arts of the characters from Hibernation, and dude, they're really cool. I don't know if I can share you right now because obviously we're in the middle of recording, but probably later I can show you some of them. And they've actually made one. I don't know if you know this. I don't think you know, but like we've made like small series of Third of the Fallen King, and then the logo on the middle on the video actually was made by them. So like they're also kind of a part of Hibernation as well. So like,
wow,
that's nuts. And they're the ones who also
really nuts.
And the other ones, like, they're not really official artists. They're just, oh, hey, I made this, you can use it whatever you like. And then like I ended up using it just because it just looks so freaking cool. Like their designs as well, they made designs for the Dokis, and I ended up using it for another art that I'm doing right now for probably the full release later. Not the second demo, but the full release later. So yeah, it's just cool as hell now that they're also making lore for the Goober Collabs, I didn't expect the Goober to be get eaten, that's the one that surprised me the most.
Yeah, no, Goober, actually, I'm not mistaken, Gooberry and Goobert were siblings or something like that?
They're siblings and they eat each other.
This has all since been scrapped. Now the collabs and the video games have nothing to do with each other. But at a point, that was the original plan.
Yeah.
Fun Easter eggs and stuff that, most people basically anyone who isn't in our dev wing chat would never know. So now you guys know that.
More stuff.
Do we have any other questions?
Oh yeah, we do. There was a fanmade DIA Online WhatsApp group. Like, what is that?
Yeah, the WhatsApp group. That was fun. Is my camera still recording? It is. Okay, thank God. It scared me. Yes, there was a DA. There still is a DA Online WhatsApp group. If I'm not mistaken, it was founded by Dark and Gabriel Rotom.
Oh.
I'm not sure if you remember Gabriel Rotom. He used to be very present on the Twitter side of stuff of the DA Online community.
Yeah,
He's since gotten bored and moved on to other things, but the DA WhatsApp group was founded by them, and I was one of the very first people to join, and I became an admin there. And it was such... I have just only fond memories of the WhatsApp group because it was really nice. It felt more personal. It felt more chillaxed, more just... We could talk about anything and everything in there, mostly about DA. Nowadays, the channel, the WhatsApp channel is just completely dead. People don't use it anymore.
Yeah.
But there was a time that it was very active and it was really fun. And I consider it an important part of my history because I really helped out a lot there in the admin side of stuff. And it really it was one of the things that really made me feel more part of the community, when back then I was just kind of lurking and consuming the content without participating.
For me, I mean, I know that there is actually a WhatsApp group, but it uses real names and real phones, right? So like, I decided to not join because of that. Real phone numbers and stuff. I mean, I trust them, but not trusting enough to the point where I actually like, I want to share my real number and real names. I keep my WhatsApp separately. Yeah, I keep my WhatsApp separately on my more personal chat, on my more personal stuff. So that's why I don't really do it. But I think, I mean, and I probably still wouldn't be able to join, but because you said it's dead, right? I would probably just prefer using Discord overall.
Yeah, it's dead.
It's dead. And
it's completely dead. Like, sometimes people will go in there to put something in the self-promotion chat, but that's it. Dead.
Yeah. It's a little dead. It's actually a channel, not like a single group, right?
It started off as a group, but then WhatsApp added an update where you can like make a channel and then insert different groups into that big channel.
I see.
Similar to how Discord does it. So it's very similar to Discord, except inside WhatsApp, which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad it's dead. Like, it's straight up just died. People stopped using it, and that was it. I don't know what happened. Actually, oh no, I remember. It was the content drought.
Oh.
For a good, I think it was like almost a year. Oh man, the freaking content drought. I think it was almost a year or more, maybe more, that we had nothing.
When was that back then? When was? I think it's like after Heart of an Artist Resurrection, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Start of 2025, and we had nothing. And you know, I think that content drought really, really hurt DA as a whole. Because since then, I haven't seen nowhere near as much fan art. I haven't seen people like on my Twitter homepage talking about Iris nearly as much.
Yeah, no.
Which is really a shame. It really hurt the community in the sense that some people just got bored because there was nothing. They walked away and they haven't come back. Some people who stopped making fan art and just haven't come back to making it. The content drought was rough.
Oh, dude, like, okay, we can talk a little bit more about DA after this because I do have other few questions that straight away from me and you, we're gonna talk a little bit more DA. But yeah, dude, content drought is nuts. What else is there like that I wanna talk about? Okay, so we've already answered these two. Your plans going forward with Goober and plans for yourself with your own personal projects.
Oh wait, there's more.
Oh, but wait!
There's another thing I completely forgot to mention.
What is it?
Yeah. So for the future of Goober, we already talked about the Lifetime Show, which is our upcoming video game.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the upcoming collab, which is the Living Tombstone Lazy. And I run the social medias, so I've been really wanting to move into making short form content for YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. And in fact, I'm thinking of, taking little splices of this interview to post on the Instagram Reels and stuff, which I think would be really nice.
Oh, feel free. Feel free.
Yeah. So I'm looking, what do we have that we could share on the Instagram and the YouTube Shorts and stuff? We already have all of our material that we've made previously on all the collabs. And I could just post, snippets of stuff that people worked on, but if you've noticed recently, with the uprising of AI and stuff, people are not really valuing that much art. Before, I don't know if you remember, like back in 2016 times, you'll see like a beautiful painting, you're like, wow, that's beautiful. Nowadays, if you were to see that same painting, you would think, is that made with AI? People just don't appreciate it because getting to the final work of art can be done by essentially anybody now using AI. What really makes something special is how you got there. The creative process of making something beautiful and not the final project itself. Which is why, going forward, making reels and stuff for the Goober socials, I'm thinking, I don't want to post our work. I want to post us working. You'll see that with the Goober Spotlight that I did with my own intermission part, showing the behind the scenes and how I did some of the stuff. Mm-hmm. Later today, I'm going to post Lean's Goober Spotlight with them talking about their part.
Oh, dude.
Because that's really what's interesting nowadays. The final product is, oh yeah, that's nice. What's really interesting is seeing what the person did to get there, what they thought, what were their ideas, and seeing the creative process behind it. What really makes it interesting. Mm-hmm. You can even see that in real time if you use TikTok or Reels or anything. Back then, especially on Instagram, lots of artists would just post their art and like, oh wow, that's beautiful, and people would share their art and it would spread like that. Nowadays, you don't see that anymore. Now, most of the times, if you get art in your timeline, it's a speed paint, or it's somebody showing them painting on an actual canvas. And that's really because people are valuing the creative process and not the product itself. So that's, in terms of the future for Reels and stuff, you can expect from the Goober collabs, you can expect breakdowns, behind the scenes, people talking about the stuff that they made, and not just re-uploads of stuff that we've done. Not only that, but as I'm studying publicity and advertising in uni, I'm thinking, what kind of image do I want to, purport on our social medias? Until now, I've done basically a very corporate, very formal type of, communication. Like, oh, have you checked out our new collab yet? If you haven't, the link is in our bio, very formal stuff like that. But I'm thinking, we have such a silly mascot, Goober. He looks so ridiculous. And like, what kind of archetype do I really want to work into? If you look at another company, for example, Duolingo. Duolingo is a very great example for us. They also have a mascot that's silly, and they don't really take themselves too seriously. For the most part, they're always posting jokes. They play around with their actual brand themselves. They threaten you. You get notifications on your phone saying, hey, do your Spanish lesson or I'll come to your house. They really lean into that silly side. And I think that's something Goober as a brand could really benefit from, instead of my, standard corporate talk, which is something that I've been looking into, which you might start to see some changes in the social medias going forward as I try to lean more into that and find what works for us.
I think it's great right now because most of people right now obviously just use short form content to watch more you know, and I think short form content is also very important. I kind of want to do that myself, I just don't really have the time to do it, and I kind of prefer long form anyways, but I think short form content, stuff like that, is very good for traction, very good for gaining views, getting new audience. So yeah, I think that's definitely great, especially with, you know, I really like your video on your creative processes and stuff like that. I watched it multiple times. I don't understand half of it, but it's great. It's so fun to watch, like all of these people making lyric videos. Honestly, I kind of want to do it myself. I mean, honestly, I already recorded my video of me making the lyric video for Join the Bloodline, but if I can probably have your permission of actually like showing my part on Join the Bloodline, if you still are okay with it, then maybe I will do that instead, rather than just showing the entire 2 hour uncut of it. Probably will be better that way, but I mean, the decision is not really up to you. But yeah, that's great, man. So more
in fact, I have my notes sheets that I prepared before doing this interview, and one of the questions that I wanted to ask you was, would you like to have your own Goober Spotlight video on the socials?
Oh yeah, well actually that'll be great.
Yeah,
but obviously we need to talk a little bit more about. Wait, are you the one who will be editing and voiceovering, or will I be the one who edit and voice?
No. I can send you the one I did for Leon later today. It's going to be posted on the Instagram later today anyways. The way it works is just you send me any your actual part, any behind the scenes videos or like stuff of your timeline. You send that all to me. You send me like a 1 minute max voiceover, and then I just stitch it together using that template that I made.
Ah, I see. Yeah, that'll be
essentially just it.
Should probably like also wait, but the problem here is that I only recorded the CapCut version, not without the flashing effects from DaVinci. I probably could like do a little walkthrough on the DaVinci one probably later as well. Probably gonna send you it later. So
do whatever you want. The video is yours. The only thing I'm gonna be doing is editing it all together and making it look nice for the socials and consistent with the previous ones,
I see. So yeah, I'm probably gonna check the video out later. So yeah, that's actually really cool to see the creative processes and all about the AI stuff, because every day on Instagram I always see a cool fan art and the first comment is always a blue check mark with a formal name saying, "Is this made by AI?" And I just
yeah. Which is why I want to really show the Goober Collabs is about creative expression. It's not about just creating stuff for the sake of creating. It's because we love it. No, I said it completely wrong. No, not for the sake. We are doing it for the sake of creating because we love it. I want to show that the Goober Collabs, we're not making stuff for monetary purposes or to have fame or whatever. We're doing it because we love it. And using AI to make our final product goes against everything that stands for. We can use it as a tool. If somebody like, oh, I need to remove the backgrounds from under these images, that's fine. You're using it as a tool, but your creative expression is still there.
Yeah.
So I really want to show the behind the scenes because it really shows, number one, our stuff is not made with AI, and it shows what makes it special. What makes it special is us.
As an individuals with creative freedom and stuff. So yeah. Honestly, like okay, so I've run through most of these questions and I think that's pretty much everything, unless you have like something that you wanna like talk about yourself, or maybe like you wanna ask me instead, or maybe we can like move on to other topics, random ass topics.
I'm looking at my notes. I got nothing.
Wow.
We've talked about the main points, but we can keep on yapping if you like. I got time, so
yeah.
I'll ask you something.
Oh yeah, feel free actually.
What is your favorite DA song?
Hibernation. You'll probably already know that.
Apart from that one.
Fuck, there's a lot. Okay, so my second favorite.
It's a hard one.
Sorry?
It's a hard one, yeah. It's a hard question to answer.
Okay, so obviously my favorite is Hibernation, hence the project. But honestly, there's a lot, dude. I would say my number 2, I have like top 3. My number 2 is probably Trinity. Mainly because Kingdom Hearts 3 is my favorite game of all time. I don't know if it's by a landslide because Genshin comes close to that, but Kingdom Hearts 3 is currently my favorite game of all time, and I love the entire aspects of Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I will say, as someone who plays Kingdom Hearts 3, Trinity is nothing about Kingdom Hearts, but my god, was it a good song? And it's a song... Okay, it's a good song, and it's the one that pulled me to Kingdom Hearts. Because generally, I didn't really know Kingdom Hearts all the way up until I know Trinity. I know some people talk about Kingdom Hearts and stuff like that, but I didn't really know until I saw Trinity and listened to it, and oh my god, was it just so good. If there's one song that I want to for Will to actually like remaster again, but honestly he probably wouldn't, it's probably Trinity and probably Game Over, but honestly, yeah. And then I don't know if I have a third favorite. Right now I've been listening a lot to Last Man Standing. That is one of my favorite songs right now. I love Last Man Standing, but if I had to put one, it's probably either gonna be Know Your Place. I love that one.
That is an amazing one.
Dude.
I think Know Your Place is like the perfect encapsulation that everything that DA does well. It's got like different styles of vocals, screaming, the calming, soothing ones. It's got everything. It's got synths, it's got guitars, the mixing is perfect. I think Know Your Place is like, if I had to define DA as a single song, it would be Know Your Place for sure.
Know Your Place, sure. Dude, it's such a good song. It's like everything. I would say it's the perfect metal song, I would say. It like has everything that DA has. So yeah, I would say like my top 3 is Hibernation, Trinity, and Know Your Place. But if I had to do some honorable mention, probably Purple SSD. And
That's
then
a good one.
Silver SSD, and then Last Man Standing. But yeah, those, I would say like the honorable mention are those, but yeah, I would say those 3. Actually, I don't know if I like Purple SSD or Know Your Place better, but I would probably put Know Your Place above Purple SSD. But yeah. So what's yours?
I think it's interesting you mentioned that you could really got into Kingdom Hearts because of the song. And I think a lot of similar things have happened to other people. Like for me, for example, I only got into Wolfenstein as a franchise because of Colossal Carnage. Like, this song is awesome. What is this game? I found Wolfenstein, and then through Wolfenstein, I found Doom, and Doom is my favorite franchise of all time. I would have never found it if it wasn't for Colossal Carnage.
Yeah, Colossal Carnage.
I think that's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And another thing, like you said that Trinity has nothing to do with Kingdom Hearts. that is the thing. That's why I think Open Infinitum is such an important album, I think, just to show people that, because a lot of people, there is a sentiment like, oh, I only like the DA game's bendy songs. It's like, the bendy songs are just regular songs. Will has said this multiple times. They're just songs. All the songs that he makes are made by him. The fact that it's attached to a certain IP doesn't make it any better or worse than the other ones. And Open Infinitum really emphasizes that, because at their core, all of the songs in Open Infinitum are originals. If you like the song, it's not because, oh, it's a Red Dead Redemption song or because it's a FNAF movie song. It's because you like the song. Because it had nothing to do with the song when it was originally made. And you can even see that for some other songs that are like actual nerdcore ones. Like I said, Trinity doesn't have much to do with Kingdom Hearts. Actually, I'll say one thing. I said Doom is my favorite franchise, and I'll say pretty safe to say DA Games is like my favorite artist of all time. You'd think that the DA Games Doom songs would be like my favorite thing ever, because it's mixing the two things that I love the most.
Yeah.
I don't like the DA Games Doom songs. I don't.
Wow.
One by One is okay. I like it. Maybe it could use a remaster. It's good. I think the chorus is good. The chorus in One by One is great. The rest of it, not so much. Hands of a Slayer.
It's okay.
It's a good song.
Just put your unfiltered thoughts. It's okay.
Yeah, no unfiltered thoughts here. Hands of a Slayer is an okay song, but it is a terrible Doom song. It is terrible.
Wow.
Okay. It has a piano. Why does the Doom song have a piano?
Oh, that's your biggest complaint?
No, I have many complaints, but that's like one of them. Why does it have a piano? Because Doom, at least the modern trilogy, Doom 2016, Doom Eternal, Doom the Dark Ages, it's all about guitars and synths to the point where the Doom games literally birthed a new genre of metal and inspired a whole new generation of metal artists. With the it's known for metal, chugging guitars and synths. Mm-hmm. And then you go ahead and make a song and you put pianos in it. I don't know. It's weird. Not only that, but the lyrics, they kind of felt like they were made off the top of your head. I am the warrior you fear. I am the slayer in your home called hell.
My heart goes to all those who avenge today.
I avenge today. I don't know, man. The lyrics... It just sounds like it was made on like, oh, I forgot to make lyrics and the song comes out tomorrow. Let me just do whatever.
I mean, half of Will's lyrics is like that.
I know, but Hands of the Slayer is like one of the worst.
Jeez.
By far. Will, I don't know if you're watching this. If you are.
Probably not, but okay.
Forgive me. I don't like Hands of the Slayer. It's okay. So I still listen to it. It's in my playlist. But as a Doom song? No.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm hoping that the new Open Infinitum Doom the Dark Ages song is good. I really, really hope.
Actually, okay.
I mean, good as a Doom song, because all the songs are good. But it's just some songs that don't, like, Hands of a Slayer doesn't feel like a Doom song. Biobond feels more like a Doom song than Hands of a Slayer. Because it really infuriates me, because Hands of a Slayer had everything that it needed to be perfect, because Will is really good at using synths, he's really good at using guitars, and he's really good at screaming. It's perfect for a Doom song. Yet it just didn't use it. Biobond, on the other hand, is full of synths. It's full of like weird mechanical sounding stuff, chugging and stuff. If he released Biobond as a Doom song instead of a Dawn of the Demetrix song, I wouldn't even bat an eye. I would say, that is perfect. I don't know, man.
I mean...
Biobond is a better Doom song than the Doom song.
Honestly, this is just also my opinion. I do think One by One is really mid. I don't really like the song that much, but Hands of the Slayer is pretty good. And honestly, when I first heard about the piano, I thought it was, oh wait, this is cool, it's melodic, it's beautiful. But then I can't understand your point of view. Because Doom songs needs to chug, right? It has that 8-string guitar, low. Yeah. I mean, that's...
No, I'm sure it was an intentional on Will's part. If Will was here on the call, he'd probably say something like, going more into the Slayer's, personal, pain, there's part of the song that says, he suffered too much, it's like, I avenge everyone today, or whatever. It's like, the piano is representing the soft side to the Slayer. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can have your justifications. I just don't like it.
Yeah,
I'm sure other people like it. I just don't.
Yeah, honestly, that's also fair, because there are just some songs that just doesn't work. And okay, so first of all, my other complaint about Open Infinitum so far, I mean, I'm really looking forward to the album. It's genuinely okay, I don't watch Digital Circus, but Dying to Find a Home doesn't really sound like it. It just doesn't.
I watched the Amazing Digital Circus, and it does. I think it fits. I think it fits more because Dying to Find a Home released before the Digital Circus as a series was over. I think those last, 2 to 3 episodes, the song felt more and more like a Digital Circus song. Especially towards the finale. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, that fits. It fits even more than when the song originally released. which DA kind of has that that luck to them though. Those like the
Left Behind and
what was it?
Parasite.
I think Left Behind came out before the Sister Location came out, and they like nailed it
Yeah.
with the lyrics.
Parasite too, for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
I feel like I've been too negative about the songs. Yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah. I was about to say when I first heard Dying to Find a Home, I was like, this is not really Digital Circus, because maybe I was like too hallucinated with Digital Hallucination by Oreo, or like any other songs that actually like make sense about Digital Circus overall. But then suddenly hearing this soft melodic rock that doesn't really feel like Digital Circus, I more associated the song to like I said again, this is just purely my autism. It's just like it's just I resonated the song more with the story of the Genshin twins, the twins actually. I mean, I don't know if you know about it, but I'm sure that some people know that played Genshin know about this. They've got separated, they're dying to find each other, and they're the only ones that they call themselves home. So that's why I actually resonated them with more. I mean, that's the beauty of Open Infinitum, right? It doesn't really have to like it just doesn't have to think about that this song is actually about only this specific media. It's an original song that can be interpreted anywhere, and that's why they call it Open Infinitum. That's what I really like about it. Now, the song itself is great as an original song. I love it. Actually, I really like Dying to Find a Home, but as a Digital Circus song, yeah, it doesn't really fit. That's just my complaint about it. So same with you with the Doom Eternal song, with Hands of a Slayer, and with me with Dying to Find a Home. So yeah.
Yeah. One of the most beautiful things about Will's songs is that they are always very slightly vague. So it leaves a lot of it up to interpretation. Like you said, Dying to Find a Home reminded you of, what was it, Genshin?
Yeah, about Genshin. Basically, the Genshin main
Yeah,
characters.
or Genshin. Yeah, to me, is like it kind of reminds me of my girlfriend. You know, it could be like a love song, or
Oh yeah.
it could be anything.
Could be as well. That's great.
So, and I love that. It's like I say, oh, the Hands of a Slayer doesn't sound like a Doom song. Maybe I think it sounds like a Wolfenstein song. God knows. And I could just say it's a Wolfenstein song now, or I could, in the end, it doesn't really matter. It does not matter. It's just the IP is attached to it, but the song works on its own, and it doesn't need the IP attached to it. With exceptions to like a few cases, if the lyrics are like too on the nose, like it's time to die. If it says in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, I'll hunt you down in heels.
So bad.
You can't really attach that to anything else.
No, you can't.
It is Five Nights at Freddy's 3, and that is it.
So
But
this
for
old
the
ones,
most part,
Night 5. I don't know, man. Like his old ones is definitely just truly on the nose. But right now, yeah, that's the thing about Will and Nate, and actually some like other nerdcore songs. For example, if you think Nate's song for like Nothing Left to Want, it's a song about burnout, but it has like FNAF elements on it. And then obviously Leave Me Behind is definitely not a FNAF song. That one's not. That's a fan song. And then you have TLT.
Yeah.
This Comes From Inside. It's not a song about FNAF security breach at all.
perfect example.
It's so good. Yeah, I love double meanings. I really do.
Are you proud of me now is like one of my favorite ones in terms of double meaning. And then Will outright came out and said like, oh no, like I'm not burnt out, like this isn't a hidden message. I'm like, oh, I thought it was, because it would have been really nice if it was. I don't know, but like Are You Proud of Me Now specifically, you know, it really feels like it has a double meaning.
I feel like Will is undermining, because it definitely does.
I think it does. Maybe it doesn't want to admit it, or I don't know.
Yeah.
God knows. I headcanon that it does, and that's that. I should probably say what my favorite songs are.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, hey,
hey,
I talk about my favorite song, I'll talk about yours, because, you know, if Doom is not your favorite song, then what is?
And what is, yes. When it comes to my favorite songs are always the most recent one. So at the moment, it would be We Go Under Remake and Last Man Standing. Except that's a boring answer, because you know, my favorite is whatever's the latest. So when it comes to me choosing my favorites, I have to think, okay, with exception of the newest ones that just came out, what are some of the oldest songs that I think have aged the best? There's some old songs that I keep on listening to that are just as good as the new ones. And those ones would be Kings and Queens from the original Heart of an Artist, not the remake.
That one's good.
I think that one aged extremely well. The mixing still sounds superb. Vocals are perfect. I almost prefer it more than the remake. I Will Not Be Moved is another beautiful one. I love I Will Not Be Moved.
That one's good.
Especially the lyrics, the way he performs the lyrics is just, you don't see much of that from him anymore. It was kind of a unique song in that sense. And I love synth, so it's like synth mixed with rock and just insane vocals. And I don't know, I'd say You're Just Making Me Stronger, either the original one or Relived without the synths. They're both very similar. So I'd say one of those. Those are my favorites.
You know, I was thinking about...
For the longest time it was...
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you continue because I interrupted.
Yeah, Silver was one of my favorites for a long time, except I listened to it so many times on repeat I got sick of it. I listened to it too many times. It's too much.
Oh well, like what I said back then, like I wanted to think of like the old DA songs from 2018 back, because like my answers I would say the modern day of DA. Like Trinity is fairly new. I don't think it's fairly new. It's definitely older than the DA lifespan that we had, but like Trinity is, I would say it was when I was actually in my golden DA age, when I still listened to Hibernation as well. Both the old mix and the new mix, I feel both. I like both actually. And then Know Your Place is a very, very recent song. But if I think of a classic DA song when he was still in his controlled age, when he was still doing that album, which one do I like? Okay, I'd have two. One is Take My Breath Away.
That one aged incredibly well. It sounds like it came out to like today.
That
in terms of mixing,
so good. And then the other one is just also purely biased because this is I would say a song that I wouldn't say is truly tied to the media. It's United We Stand, a Battlefield 1 song. Okay, so
I was not expecting that one, but yeah, it is pretty underrated one.
I played Battlefield 1 for like 150 hours. Right now changed to Battlefield 6 because I like Battlefield 6 more, but I had a lot of fun in Battlefield 1, and then when I actually listened to the original and the remake one, I was like, wow, this song's really good. It doesn't really talk about Battlefield 1. I know, obviously the song itself also were kind of inspired by World War I and stuff like that, but obviously it's not really truly this song. If this song was released and it's for Battlefield 6, it would still make sense because it's more of a song about war, you know? It's this symphonic metal song about war, about just risking your life. It's more of a somber war about, hey, what are we fighting for, you know, as a soldier? And yeah, that's really great. Especially have more respect towards veterans and stuff like that ever since, you know, I've learned a lot more about history and stuff. So yeah, I would say both United We Stand and Take My Breath Away are like my favorite classics. But after that, yeah, I don't really have anyone. Actually, I really don't like this might be also like really strange. I don't really like the new We Go Under remake. It just the original composition just doesn't hit with me, and this one is also just the same. It feels like it's cleaner, it's nicer to hear, it's heavier, but it's just there, you know. I like it. I probably wouldn't listen to it, but yeah.
I had similar sentiments with a lot of remakes. Some songs on Part of an Artist's Resurrection I don't like compared to the other versions. Gly's Throne Rethroned, I think, was a downgrade in terms of instrumental, but the vocals were much better. I could have the old instrumental and the new vocals together, then it would be perfect.
Yeah, I also don't really like the Gly's Throne Rethroned as well. I think a lot of people also don't, because like I said, I think I've made it on I think I've made like a post on Twitter saying that the mix is just horrible. The mix is just horrible, but but everything else is great. If he remastered Rethrone for the definitive version, it'd probably be miles better than what it is currently right now.
Let's be real, he probably will. He loves remaking stuff. But in this case, it wouldn't be a remake. He would just update it before he releases it on the CD.
Yeah, it's a remaster. But yeah, those are like my favorite. Oh, on the other end of the spectrum, what's your least favorite? In the standards of DA, because personally, I think all of his songs are quote-unquote good. But in terms of like, what's your least favorite in terms of like DA standards? Because he's a really good musician, right?
Yeah, no, it's very hard for there to be a bad DA song. I think every single DA song is on my playlist. With exception of Dear Brother, I'd say that one I don't like that much. And yeah, that's the only one that's not on my playlist. I removed a few of like ones that got like remasters. Like for example, We Go Under. I can take the original one off my playlist because I already have the remake and there's no need to put it twice. In terms of bad songs, I don't know. There's none that I think are bad. Just some ones that I like less than others. I guess one would be what was it? Hands of a Slayer. And I don't know. Hands of a Slayer. It's not even that bad of a song. I think it's just the lyrics that bother me. It's kind of wacky lyrics. It's really strange.
It's a weird
lyrically.
One. Yeah, it's a weird one. Not gonna lie.
And I don't know. I'm not a very picky person. So I think they're all great. What about you?
Oh god.
Any of them that you don't like?
There is actually a few, but the most recent one I would say is the Rethrone, Glyphthrone Rethrone. Not really like that one. I don't even bother listening to it. No, I just personally, I also don't think the original Glyphthrone is that good either.
Hot take.
Yeah, right, crazy. Because like Hibernation is there, but okay. Like I said, I don't know how many times I need to clarify this. This is in the standards of DA, right? Because I don't only listen to DA, but DA makes great songs, you know. But I also listen to other artists. I listen to As I Lay Dying. I listen to Spirit Box. I listen to other metal artists. But in terms of like his songs, yeah, I would say like 2015 below is also like not really that good. His best one is probably Break My Mind from 2015. That's the one I made the fanmade lyric video of, because I feel like that one is good. But then like if you look at like Path of Genocide, Another Date, It's Time to Die, yeah, I was like, nah, this is not it, dude. But one song that bothered me the most, now this is insane to say, there is one, this is probably officially my least favorite song of DA. I still like it, but it's like, if I listen to the song, I will get like brain damage, and that's You're Mine.
I love that one.
No.
That was my favorite.
No, like a lot of, when I said like, oh, what's your least favorite song, I was like, oh, You're Mine, because like
it's really catchy though.
I hate that. That's the fact that I about it. I hate that it's catchy. I hate that it has funny comedy. I hate everything about it. In a like, I hate you. Here, have a like. Like it's more like that, you know. It's more like that hate.
You love to hate it.
I love to hate. That's why I love to hate it.
You love to hate it.
But yeah, that's probably my least favorite. I don't know if there's like anything that I like. Oh, because
I remember another one that I don't like. Mr. Crooked, the bonus track from the Bendy CD.
Yeah, that
it's just it's just a nothing. It's just a big nothing burger.
No, yeah. I would go as far as say that one is maybe because we all just used to like you know, his previous one is Meet Thy Maker, which is, you know, the heaviest Bendy song he made. So like when Mr. Crooked came out, I was like, a jazz? What is this?
I know, right? I remember seeing the track list of the CD coming out. I was like, oh, Mr. Crooked, a new Bendy song? That looks so cool. And then like, I think it was like months later, maybe a year later, that they officially put it like on
it's
YouTube.
Actually the day after Glyphthrone.
I listened to it, I was like, yes, The day after Goliathstone, yeah. And then I listened to it, I was like, oh, oh, okay. I don't know, it's just really disappointing.
Yeah, I was also thinking like, oh, Mr. Crooked, this sounds like a heavy song, you know? And then
Exactly.
and then I was like,
Yeah.
huh, a jazz. What is this?
Yep.
I was, but hey, at least we got Goliath's Throne, which is back then was one of the best albums back then before any Irish songs came out. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's disappointing. Actually, on the other end of the spectrum, what do you think is like the most disappointing one after its release, besides Mr. Crooked, and probably Hands of the Slayer?
No, Hands of a Slayer, I was pretty pleased with it, especially because Hands of a Slayer was one of the first songs that he used with a new mixing style. So I enjoyed listening to it on the first listen just because it sounded different than his previous stuff. As for being disappointing, I think it would probably have to be one of the remake songs. I think it's really what makes somebody disappointed is having expectations set too high and then them not being met.
Oh yeah.
Which for the most part, I don't expect too much from DA, except when it comes to remakes, because I always assume the remake is going to be better than the previous one. So there's a few remakes that I didn't like too much. The remake of the remake of Green SSD came out as a single.
Oh.
And then
yeah.
Green SSD came out again after the album came out, and I didn't like it. Green SSD in the full album release sounded cleaner, which I guess from a technical point is good. Your mix sounds cleaner. Except I like the Green is like a pretty
Gritty.
nasty kind of dirty. I think of gritty like sludge. So the fact that it sounded cleaner kind of took away from the song, which I guess is okay because if I don't want to listen to the new version, I can also listen to the single version. So it's not the end of the world, but it was a little bit disappointing. And Kings and Queens.
Resurrection?
Kings and Queens, like I said, Kings and Queens is one of my favorites ever, the original. So it's very hard to improve upon something that is already almost perfect, at least to me. I consider the original almost perfect. So when it comes to remaking something like that, it's hard to make something better. So what I see that Will does a lot is he'll just add more layers. Like, oh, this song was good already, but it doesn't have synths. Let's add synths to it. Let's add more vocal layers. Let's add this. And there comes a point where there's too much. It's just complete overstimulation and it's just unnecessary. Which I really understand because Kings and Queens was almost perfect at the original, so it's really hard to make a better remake. I ended up adding synths and stuff, which I didn't enjoy too much. And I think the guitar sounds a little bit worse.
Yeah.
So that one disappointed me a little. But again, like I said, it's not the end of the world because I can always listen to the old version. It's not like it's replacing anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a nice bonus. I still listen to it if it shows up on my playlist. I'll listen through the Resurrection version, but I want to listen to Kings and Queens. I'm not going to search up Resurrection. I'm going to search up the original. I have a question for you now. What is one of your favorite memories from being part of the community in general? Like something that's like, oh, that made me really happy, or something that was just really memorable in general.
Oh god, there's a lot. This is not only exclusively on Goobers, right?
No, it's just in general. It can be Goobers too, though.
There is a few from. There's one from Goober. I think you already know, but like, all right. So there is a lot for. Okay, so I have a lot. I've been in a lot of communities, but mostly it's DDLC mods, it's DA, and it is Goobers and my own community as well. But I think genuinely, one of my favorite parts from the Goober is genuinely just end that interview when I talk a little bit about myself and a little bit about how I edit stuff like that, and being able to talk to Will. I know that I did a lot of shameless self-promotion there, and I get a few people laughing as well. And I thought it was funny, but I was kind of also being pretentious as well. And but
if it's funny, it's excusable. That's my rule. It doesn't matter if something is wrong. Oh, I shot somebody dead in the middle of the courtyard. It's okay. It was funny. If it's funny, it's okay.
Yeah, that went too far, buddy.
My thought process.
But I mean, yeah, it was so cool, and being able to actually like talk to Will directly was also really awesome. Like, I wasn't able to actually like talk to Will directly or actually ever been acknowledged besides probably like on my Discord server, you know. So like being able to like see him like talk to me, like reply to me and say like, hey Will, I'm sorry that I took your drums and stuff like that, and I hope you don't take offense. And he said like oh no, it's fun because I know that you need me and stuff like that. Like it's just funny. It's cool to see.
I remember that specifically. That was funny.
Yeah. And then like, are you sure? Like, are you sure that I can trust you with my own computer files and like, yeah, and stuff like that. So like, yeah, it was cool to see, and like, obviously it wouldn't be possible without like this. So yeah, it's cool. And then like, the other stuff that happened, it's not recently, but it's back then, was the release of the first demo of Hibernation, because that was my biggest project ever. And it still is. It's not finished. It still is. It's still continuing to do. Second demo is gonna be coming out this year with so many new stuff. Hey, are you eating like PB&J right now?
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
It's my breakfast. I didn't finish it.
Oh yeah, but like the others, yeah, it's so cool to see like a bunch of DA community, like, not because like that was when I actually started to make a name for myself, because I do think that I still probably am, that I'm probably like on pretty like, okay, back then I was like a nobody, but right now since like Hibernation came out, people probably would think, oh yeah, Crafted is the guy that made Hibernation, right? Oh yeah, so like you get like recognition from them as well. And also back then, like around early this year, you know, Ancora, Chris, and Namor actually binge watch the entire freaking Hibernation catalog, including the trailers, the fan-made lyric videos, everything. They actually binge watch it together, and I was like, wow,
That's really cool.
that's so freaking cool. And I talk about this in JSV, and he equally like freaked out as well, because JSV is like one of the voice actors, and right now it's like one of the senior members right on the Hibernation, and he's like a really big supporter as well. So like when we both heard about it, we both like just kind of freaked out about it, and like it was such an honor to be able to do that, as to be able to like have this recognition as well. And when the first demo came out, right now I think like the demo got like 1,100 downloads or something like that. But when the demo came out, people like DM me. It's like, hey, this demo's cool. Hey, wait, when can we expect full release? And blah 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 blah, and like that stuff. Like, it's sick. It's just so cool. And I and even though like we haven't been doing anything for like 3 years straight on Hibernation, I promised myself this year that the second demo will be coming out, and actually it's almost finished right now. We just need to do the transmission. And after that, we're good to go with a little bit of fixing. And I think, honestly, I'm planning to release this either on August, when Dawn of the Matrix Anniversary came out, or maybe on Iris Day on 30th, or maybe on DDLC's Anniversary. So I have 3 release dates that I want to do, but 3 of them are right now we still don't know when, or maybe at the end of the year, maybe, I don't know, who knows, because like this is also kind of a freelancing job for the coders and the script fixing and stuff like that. So yeah. And then like the other one is that I don't know if you can actually see this because like my camera turned off, but I printed a book of myself. I actually made I'm actually gonna show you the photo right now so you can see. So, but like,
yeah, can you send it to me?
Yeah. So I printed
the people watching at home, I can't see his face cam.
Oh yeah, because like I'm using Discord, right? Stuff like that. But yeah, I made a fan fiction. I don't know if you're big into anime, but I made a fan fiction called Just Pretend, and that fan fiction is based on All Yes Sometimes Hikes Her Feelings in Russian. Yes, kind of stupid, but kind of a stupid name, but I made myself this. And some people watching are gonna be so confused. This is gonna be a very scuffed podcast, but yeah, I wrote, and print this myself, and also officially funded and everything. And
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah, I made like this book. This is around 3. You can actually read this in the description. But yeah, it's the art, everything. It was such a successful project that it came straight from my heart, because I always love writing fan fiction, you know, right? I love writing. I love making other stories. I love making stories like a little bit darker than what it used to be, especially on a rom-com like Alia. And I know that sounds kind of edgy, because like Alia itself is lighthearted, but when I combine real life elements and real life scenarios of what actually happened, and this stuff happens to people, and I want to convey it through fan fiction, that's when I'm like most proudest of, you know. And with this fan fiction, and even being able to print it, having so many people like having so many people also like helping me as well, because like you see, I made myself another trailer based on Just Pretend as well, Empty Space. You can also check it out, link in the description down below. But yeah, it's just cool being able to make something like this, and then like work with the Alia community on this. And yeah, it's just awesome in general. And honestly, 2025, even though it was kind of a bad year for me, I still have fond memories about what happened and what didn't happen and stuff like that. So yeah, that's probably my answer for you. I know that sounds a little bit too stuttery and stuff like that, but that's just my heartfelt answer.
That's really nice. You're really making something cool, and I guess it's only getting bigger, right? You're gonna release another demo.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I'm very happy to see that it was successful. You know, people reached out and DM'd after, you know, downloading the demo. There's people actually looking forward to it being finished. That must be like really nice to hear, and a really nice motivator. Like, yeah, you're doing this as a passion project for yourself, but there's also people who want to see it. You know, you're not the only one who's enjoying it. You're sharing your love for something with other people in a way that they can also appreciate, and that's really nice.
Yeah. Honestly, I get a little bit teary-eyed because of that. I mean, not really, but like I got a little emotional. But yeah, like genuinely, it's been really awesome time. Back then, I kind of regretted making Hibernation, but after seeing all of the heartfelt DMs and stuff like that, I really want to continue. And it's not gonna stop, even though it's gonna take a while. It's not gonna stop. It's not, whatever's gonna happen, it's not gonna stop.
Making art makes time, especially when you're, you know, busy with other stuff, which I bet you are with your uni.
Yeah, right now in the middle of internship, actually. Almost finished, but still working.
Ooh.
Yeah, and like, Just Pretend isn't gonna be the end of it, because right now I'm writing the sequel of it, and again, it's gonna be printed on a book. I don't know when it's gonna come out, because like we have like a content drop on Alia, but later on, probably late 2026, it's probably gonna be finished. But I don't really want to make like assumptions, anything. Like I said on my vent video in 2025, I make no promises. I'm just gonna make sure that, hey, when this comes out, and when it happens, it's gonna happen soon. So yeah, just like what you said, because like back then I made too much expectations. I expected Hibernation to be released in 2025. I expected like the sequel of Just Pretend to be soon later in 2025, in winter 2025. So I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait until I actually finish. And yeah,
creating expectations is a pretty dangerous thing when you're working with an audience.
Yeah, dude. And I mean, not a lot of people actually like expected me to finish any of these, because I have like maybe 100 people audience, and that's probably like assuming the maximum like whose people are following me. But yeah, like right now I just like make sure that I don't really create anything very expectations and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
It comes out as a nice surprise, like, hey, it's out now, go watch it or read it or play it.
Yeah, just like like nice suddenly
surprise too.
Hey, here we go on the remake. Here we go on the remake. Watch it.
Yeah, no, I think it's really fun. I think the perfect sweet spot is 1 week before the thing comes out. It's like, oh, it's coming out next week. I'm like, what? That's my favorite because it gives enough time to build up hype. It's also not too long of a time that people are going to forget. Because if it's like, oh, if you say 2 or 3 months in advance, people are going to forget in that time. All the momentum that you're building, all the hype that you're building is going to die down by the time your project is released. I think a 1 week window is good. Unless you're like a very big, channel or whatever, where people will continue to pay attention after 3 months. Then you can get away with that. But, not all of us have the luxury of having all eyes on us and, having full attention of people.
Unless you're like Will, well, it's not Will, but like unless you're flash drive SSD and it suddenly came out 3 days after what's supposed to be released.
Yeah, like DA as a whole, they can get away with like, oh, this thing is gonna come out soon, and then release it like a year later, and people still are hyped for it. But like, let's say me or you were supposed to release something in 2 months from now, people are gonna forget. It's just part of it.
Yeah,
which I guess is fine. I guess I should answer my question too, right? What are my favorite and most memorable moments?
Yeah, I'm very curious actually.
There's one moment that I think was really fun for me because I remember Will showed off a little snippet of the FNAF Ruin song Close to Home on DA radio. And I was like, whoa, that sounds so cool. Like it sounded really good. I wonder when that's gonna come out. And then Will said on Twitter, it's like, oh, I'm wondering if we should release it like now with a basic lyric video, or wait to release it later with like a nice animated one. And he did a poll on Twitter, and the poll that won was wait a few months until the full music video was done. So since that poll won, I assumed that's what Will would do. And then shockingly, like 1 or 2 days later, the full song comes out. And at that point, I was assuming, oh, cool, a new video from DA. I didn't even read what the title was. I just clicked it, because as one does, right? And I assumed that it was a preview of the song. So I was listening for the first 10 seconds, like, oh, this is so cool. But I thought it was a preview. I was waiting for it to end, and it just wouldn't end. And after like 45 seconds, I paused the video. It's like, how long is left? Oh my God, it's the full video. It's the full song. I didn't even notice. I thought it was just a preview. I was like, that's so cool. I was so caught off guard. I could have sworn that it was a preview, but it wasn't. It was the full song. That was pretty memorable for me. Another memorable one, same as yours. After we released the Join the Bloodline collab, we did the whole watch party, and Will was there, and that was really fun. But I think number one, like most amount of fun, most memorable thing that I've ever done, I'm not mistaken, it was like 2020-ish time.
Wow, cool.
And Will did a live stream on Twitter, which I'm not even sure if you can still do that, but he did that, a live stream on Twitter, and he was just yapping with people. And this was around the time Fall Guys, the game Fall Guys, came out, and it was like getting really popular. And somebody asked in the live stream chat, like, hey, have you played Fall Guys? And then Will was like, what, 4 guys? What is 4 guys? He thought it was 4 guys. I was like, oh, it's like 5 Guys, the burger restaurant, except one of the guys left. Okay. And then like the Will and the chat were like bantering back and forth about like, oh, what happened to the 5th guy? Why did he leave 5 Guys? He's just, making stupid hypothetical scenarios. And then I was like, I have an extra email that I haven't made a Twitter account with yet. So I made, like, during the live stream, I made a new Twitter account, and I named it 5th Guy DA. And then I joined the chat and said, it's me, I'm the 5th guy. And everyone went nuts. I'm like, oh my God. And that was probably one of the funniest things I've ever done. Will was cracking up. The chat was cracking up, like, oh my God, it's the 5th guy. And I was threatening him, saying like, oh, I'm gonna steal your mini fridge. I'm gonna go into your apartment and slice all your bread and leave it like that. I'm gonna leave your toilet seat up. Stupid threats like that. And wow. That's probably one of my most memorable moments. It's really stupid and silly, but I thought it was really funny. And one of the nicest things that I saw afterwards was shortly after the live stream ended, I saw somebody make actual fan art of the Five Guys burgers and fries with the fifth guy in it. It's like, oh, inspired by today's live stream, and somebody like actually made fan art of it. I was like, oh, that's so nice. Like that person made fan art because of the stupid joke that we had on the live stream that I somewhat contributed to. And that was fun. What else? I think those are my top 3 moments. The FNAF Ruin coming out of nowhere and me not realizing. The release of Join the Bloodline collab. And the fifth guy fiasco. That was funny.
Holy. Like,
yeah.
Your memorable moments are just these funny, unexpected moments, and one heartwarming ones about the goober, while mine is like achievements. Mm-hmm. It's just, I mean,
yeah.
I want to make a comment about the close to home as well, because like I probably would have preferred if he actually does like the full lyric video instead of just the one with just the Gregory running from the blob in the background with that.
Oh.
But like, hey, the song's banger. It's probably still the heaviest DA song personally.
That's a good question. What do you think is the heaviest?
Probably Close to Home or Black. That's probably it. I don't really think anyone else. Back then, okay, I actually made a Twitter post about this back then as well. Back then, before Black or before Close to Home, I would say Game Over is the heaviest one he made. But after that, I would say it's dethroned. If we're talking about strictly the A game songs.
No, just in general.
Oh, in general? Oh, no, easy. Join the Bloodline is easily the heaviest one. By far.
Yeah.
By far. It's like nothing comes close to it. But DA games? Yeah, I would say probably Close to Home or Black SSD. But yeah, Join the Bloodline, easily the heaviest one.
Yeah, DA, like every once in a while they'll come out with a song that's like super heavy. I'm like, oh, this is the new heaviest song, or this is the new heaviest song. But I think it is Join the Bloodline because it is consistently heavy from start to finish. Mm-hmm. For example, Havoc Be Thy Game Rethroned. The breakdown in that one is insane. It is so heavy. But that's just the breakdown. The rest of it is mostly, I mean, for an Irish song, it's chill in comparison. So I'd say that the breakdown of Havoc Be Thy Game Rethroned is heavier than Join the Bloodline. Join the Bloodline is consistently heavy throughout, so that would probably be the heaviest one.
Yeah.
Black is another one. It's another one. A lot of heavy ones. I think there might all be dethroned when Open Infinitum comes out.
Well, I hope there is an incredibly heavy song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
I remember Atlas saying something that like he tried a lot of different styles and stuff, and that we're going to be surprised. So I hope to be surprised.
Oh, I really am. Oh, so Atlas is going to be the lyric video as well? The lyric video maker as well?
I don't know.
He did say things. He did try saying a lot of stuff, so I thought he's going to make the lyric video.
I don't know. I think the people who are making the lyric videos for Open Infinitum is Isaac, Mars, and Namor. I think.
Oh, Isaac.
Just judging how
Isaac is awkward, right?
Yeah, hi, I'm awkward. That's it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't know that his real name is Isaac.
His real name is Isaac.
I see.
Yeah, I don't know of any other freelance people working on Open Infinitum.
Certainly not me.
That's certainly not me.
Yeah.
I'd love to though, because Open Infinitum's, like I said, it's got that 3D aesthetic. It would be perfect for me. But at this point, I think it would be too late for me to get on the freelance team, at least for Open Infinitum, because it's coming out in September. So.
Yeah, like like what is other heavy songs? Okay, so I would say Havoc Be Thy. I would say, oh dude, okay. I think Havoc Be Thy Game Rethroned is probably heavier than Birth of Exile, I would say. It's probably still the heaviest song.
No, Birth from Exile surprisingly wasn't as heavy as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing. I was just, from the teaser that we heard when it was first announced that it was going to happen, I thought it was going to be heavier. It just wasn't. Not bad or anything. It's just,
No, it's not a bad song. I think it's a pretty good song, but like
it's a great song.
yeah,
Below water.
I would say it's like a 7.5 out of 10 song, but the animation is the star of the show, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I would say
No, Birth from Exile is a really special one because whenever somebody asks like, "Oh, what is Iris?" Birth from Exile would immediately be the first thing I show them because it's the first thing that looks like it's not like a small indie project. Because in a sense, it was one of the first projects that was made not just by Will. Because before, Iris was a very independent thing. Will would write all the songs, he'd do all the instruments, he'd basically do everything himself, including the lyric videos. Around Birth from Exile time, the freelancers and stuff started to get involved, which meant, we got really, really nice stuff that Will wouldn't be able to do otherwise. So, yeah, when I show people Iris, I show them Birth from Exile, just because of the lyric video alone.
It's incredible, dude. Like, oh god, what a project with professional voice actors too. It's insane.
Everyone cooked. Sonar with the 3D animation. Neymar, I love his typography. The effects that he put on it, I have no idea what it is. It looks nice. It looks like the letters are on fire.
Exactly.
I love it.
The glow effect as well is cool. God, that's why I looked up to him.
And the fact that he does almost everything in Premiere is wild.
Yeah, dude. I can never like Premiere. That's all I can say because the workflow in Premiere is weird. I prefer DaVinci overall.
Oh, no. What's wrong with Premiere?
I've tried working on it. It just doesn't click with me. Everything just felt convoluted, I would say. Obviously, because the jump from CapCut to Premiere is insane, right? So okay, so no problem with people liking Premiere. I've 100% okay with them because I know Premiere is the standard, but I just prefer DaVinci overall because one is free and two it has smoother effects and I like the workflow of it better. That's just my opinion though. But hey, great.
I'm looking at my cousin through the window.
Oh.
He's in the pool.
Aw.
Actually, maybe I can show you. Look.
Here's a little secret. What the hell? That is huge.
Yeah, that's my view.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a pretty wild apartment.
Dude, nice. Must look nice over there. I'm here stuck in my room.
Yeah, Toronto. I'm in Toronto. It's really nice here.
Man, I wish I could go.
It's a really nice setup. I got nice lighting and everything. I really lucked out. Because otherwise I would do this interview at my dad's house, which doesn't look nowhere near as nice as this.
Yeah, it looks great. And the background too is nice and clean. It's white. Meanwhile, me, I have a door over.
Room.
Oh, yeah. I have a room. I have a wardrobe over here, and here's I have a terrible lighting because stuff I don't know if you can see it, but you can probably see it later on the.
Yeah, I'll see it once the video comes out. I can't see your face cam at all. Yeah, fortunately.
And oh god, what is other question that I wanna ask, or is there any question that you wanna ask about songs, DA, anything? Because I also don't know.
Sure. Here's a question. In maybe 5 to 10 years time, do you see yourself, still being in the DA community, or what do you see for yourself? Do you maybe think you'll move on to other things and instead of your Doki Doki hibernation thing, or maybe you'd be expanding that, or where do you see yourself really?
All right, so I want to say, obviously for Doki Doki Hibernation, after I'm finished with it, I'm sure that I'll be able to finish it in 2 to 3 years from now on the full release. After that, I am done. I am out of the Doki Doki Hibernation space forever. I'm never doing something as this big ever again. I'm never doing something this big. Not because why, it's because I think it's a project that is too ambitious, I would say. Not that I will exile myself completely like Trooper did, but I will still be in the community, I'll still be in the main dev, I'll still hey, be talking stuff about Doki Doki Hibernation, stuff like that, but making something as big as this? Probably not. Because
fair enough.
this is a 6-year-old project. Hibernation started
Yeah.
in 2020. When I first made that Hibernation lyric video, that was my huge announcement. Hey, I'll be making a DDLC mod inspired by Iris. And that was 6 years ago. And making something like this, as big as this, as part of my livelihood, is something that I will never ever do. Now for smaller projects, they will definitely continue. So obviously, like, you know, Alia, the sequel, definitely gonna continue. And I do have other projects that I want to do for the Legacy Collections, you know, which is my branch of this. So like Crafted Bar 05 Legacy has, you know, remakes, and then this Legacy podcast, the podcast, and then the Legacy Collection, which is, you know, the fan fiction stuff, and like our probably original stories. But yeah, I would say like I'll still definitely continue like the Crafted Bar 05 Legacy, no problem, because it's a more of a chill project. It's nothing crazy, and definitely do more podcasts, and hopefully maybe invite one of the DA crews here if it actually got enough recognition. But right now it's just, you know, most of the members of the DA community and stuff like that. And then like what other stuff that I want to do as well is publish my own original story. So right now I've been making too much fan fiction, you know, like print it out right now. I would say consider Hibernation a fan fiction as well. So I want to make my own original story with original characters, original narrative, everything like that, and it'll probably still be under the Legacy Collection. And oh, also, it's currently on the works right now. I'm making a short film.
Oh,
yes.
Live action or like
live action?
CG animated?
No, not CG animated. Live action. It's actually right now being edited. It's gonna come out, and it's gonna be a part of the Crafted Bar 05 Legacy production. So I'd say probably this year. I'm not sure when. It's right now in being a process of edited. By the way, I am the producer, director, writer, cameraman, and editor. So right now it's entirely up to me. Yeah, but the actors, the camera equipment, the production assistant, the camera assistant, everyone is actually not by me. It's by my university friends. So I would say like right now it's entirely up to me when I will be finishing this, but hopefully I'll be able to finish this probably not this month, probably next month, or maybe even in September, but who knows. But about me staying in the DA community, I still am not sure if 5 to 10 years I'll be staying, because the future is basically just a big unknown, right? It's just basically this dark alleyway that we'll never know if it's actually gonna if it's gonna be this bright alleyway, or it's gonna be this moody one, or maybe if it's just something even darker and stuff like that, or maybe not at all. So who knows? So like, but I see myself definitely gonna be a DA fan as long as I am a metal fan, which for what right now 10 years I'm definitely gonna be still in the DA online community, and definitely be still listening to a lot of DA songs, assuming Will still is doing DA games or Iris songs, or
Bro,
songs
he
in
might
general.
retire.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something I don't even want to think about. That would
Nope.
What would I listen to? There would be nothing.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to find more bands. No.
I mean, there's definitely a lot of good ones out there, because like I don't listen to Will alone, right? But I listen to a lot of other bands, Architects. I listen to Spirit Box. I listen to other stuff. Listen to As I Lay Dying. So like, I will definitely be very sad, because DA is basically my channel is like entirely DA, right? It's not really just, there is some bits and pieces that's not about DA. There's a Genshin side, there's like Alia side, but mostly it's just DA, right? My 750 subscribers, like 75% of it is DA, from DA. So like, and my channel and my projects is entirely entirely on DA. So like, it'll be very sad if he actually got retired, but like, if he didn't, I can definitely see myself 5 to 10 years still listening to him, because like, his songs are like exceptional. So and definitely I'm want to support him, rather than just making like, you know, fan projects. I want to actually support him on Patreon, donating more, or maybe like buying his merch. I still can't buy merch because economy here is horrible, but Maybe
Yeah.
if it
And
is,
shipping costs are insane.
dude, the shipping cost from like DA from there to like here is probably close to like I don't know, $85, close to that.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Not worth it.
Not worth it. At that
Not
point,
worth
I
it.
just borrow the design and just put it on my own shirt and then just get it out. I mean, obviously, that's stealing, but probably would be.
Yeah,
that.
like, yeah, I don't know what the ethics of that are. Like, where I live in Brazil, I'm not going to ship a poster all the way to Brazil. It would cost, I think it costed, no kidding, $50, not including the price of the poster itself. I'm like, all right. So I just took the album artwork, I adjusted it a little bit to fit, the canvas of a sheet of paper. I went to my local print shop and they printed it out for me. There you go. I got my poster on my wall. What are the ethics of that? I'm not actually sure. Because I would buy the official poster if I could. I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. So I gotta make do with my own stuff, actually. I have actually, I'll show here. I have the Solitude sticker. I made this one myself. That's my own design. I printed it out. I laminated it. And that is my sticker. That's actually one of my side hustles. That's how I make most of my money. If you ever go to conventions, you'll see it. They have like artist alleys where artists sell like their like pins and stickers and stuff. Some artists don't like producing that stuff themselves because it is pretty difficult. So I act kind of as a middleman manufacturer for those artists. I have a lot of artist friends who make artwork, send it to me, and then I'll make them like stickers or badges or sticker sheets, keychains, stuff like that. And then I send it over to them, and then they sell it at fairs and stuff, conventions. That's a little known side hustle that I do. And while I do that, sometimes I make stuff for myself, like the Solitude sticker. And I have a whole bunch of other stickers, except I don't have them with me right now.
I'm actually want to make my own shirt as well. So I did make a hibernation shirt, but it's outdated. I kind of want to make a new one, and I also wanted to like make the Just Pretend one, and also the new fan fiction, the sequel that I want to make, and I definitely want to do that. But yeah, and about back to your questions again, how would you see yourself in like 5 to 10 years? Are you still like a fan of DA if he doesn't retire?
Yeah, okay. In 5 to 10 years, I will still be listening to DA. That is a fact. I will never stop listening to DA. There is no band that scratches that same itch in my brain that DA does. It is really unique in that sense. Now, what will I be doing like in terms of work and stuff in 5 to 10 years? I host all the Goober stuff. I run the social medias. 5 to 10 years, depending if I have the time or not, I might not be doing that anymore. I might have to pass the torch on to somebody else. I did have to pass the torch on to somebody else. It would probably be Shardline or maybe Cosmic, but most likely Shardline, because he's always been present since the very beginning. He works very fast. He's good with deadlines. He's organized. He's a great artist. I think he would do good if I, for whatever reason, have to leave. Until then, I'll be here doing my own thing. And yeah, in 5 to 10 years. Now, I don't think I'll be too inserted into the community anymore. I used to be like a couple years back. I used to be very active on Twitter. You'll probably remember I had a lot of bangers on there. I'm very proud of some of the posts I've made. Like I would average like 200, 300 likes per post, which was wild. Nowadays, I'm a little bit, backed off. I started uni. I'm doing my own things. And, as I, get a job and do stuff like that, I'm probably going to, go even further and further away from the community. I'd say unless the job in question that I get is freelance for DA. In that case, I'm going to be closer than ever with DA, which would be a pretty much a dream come true. That would be really nice if I could work for DA as a job. If not, I'll work for other people like I am currently doing. And probably, I really try to keep, Goober running for as long as possible. if, shit happens, you might have to pass that on to somebody else. And, I asked the question to you of, what are the moments you're most proud of? And yours were mostly achievements, and mine were mostly funny.
Yeah.
And that's because most of the achievements that I've made so far, I mean, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of everything that I worked on so far. I'm happy with them. But I know for a fact I'm capable of much more, right? I know for a fact I haven't reached my full potential, which makes me think, I don't value maybe my own work as much as I should, because I know I can do better. I know that I can. And I know that in the future, I'm only going to start making more and getting better and learning more. So in the future, 5 to 10 years, I think I'm really going to hone in my craft, get better, start freelance, for bigger companies, and maybe DA Online, maybe other bigger ones, hopefully remotely, so I can, earn in dollar, pounds, euros, whatever, while living in Brazil, which would be great for me. And that's where I see myself in 10 years. Still working on Goober, hopefully, if I have the time. Working, but maybe not as closely with DA as I do now, unfortunately. Unless I work freelance with them, which would be nice. That's my 10-year plan, I guess.
Wow. Well, you have a lot of prospect, actually. Because right now I don't really have what I want to do in the future. I mean, obviously, it's something to do with editing and filmmaking, but right now, yeah, definitely freelancing for other people in the outside of my country, so that also remotely, so that I can get money in dollars or pounds or euros, because like Indonesia's economy is fucked. But yeah. Then definitely, our like future prospects basically the same. Actually, we're not that different.
Yeah, we're studying kind of similar things in uni as well. I'm doing publicity and advertising. If anything, maybe my job in the future might be like a managerial role, since I already have experience, leading for Goober, and publicity and advertising is another big thing. I probably would work better in a managerial role, while also doing, work for my own stuff. I like creating stuff. One of the reasons why I chose publicity and advertising for uni is because, for example, if you become a doctor, you're kind of limited. That's it. You're a doctor, you're a doctor. If you get bored of that, good luck. Publicity and advertising, not only can you work that as like an actual, job for another company, but it's something useful in general, just for everything. I can make my own company and promote my own company and build it that way. I could work for somebody else's company and grow their company with my advertising expertise. So I can just build things, and knowing how to reach people and how to get attention is a very useful skill to have, that I think gives me a lot of opportunities. So I could do freelance video editing work, I could be a manager, I could open a company, I could do a mix of both, So really, the future is kind of uncertain, but I kind of have an idea where my path is heading. Yeah. There's different branches on that path, but it's all going forward, and it's going in a place that I somewhat can kind of guess where it's going to lead.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, mine is the same, but I already have plans for the future as well. It's not going to be pretty, but I just have to do it, for I don't know how to say it. Just basically for my future, for money, I don't know, basically like all that stuff. And is there like, before we end this video, is there like any other one more question that you want to ask before I end this? Because right now we're about actually around the 3-hour mark, and it's been really fun, actually.
Yeah.
It's been really fun.
Maybe in like a year's time we could do part 2.
Oh yeah,
after there's more stuff to talk about, because I think we went over quite a lot. And it's almost 1 a.m. for you.
Yes, I need to buy, actually. I'm actually,
yeah, I should.
need to do other stuff after this. So yeah, but
Like,
like
go to bed. You have work tomorrow, didn't you say?
I do.
You should probably sleep.
I need to sleep. But yeah, but obviously like
Yeah, I won't keep you for too much longer.
Before, obviously, I don't really want to be rude. So if there are like any other questions before we want to end this as well, before we head off.
Yeah. Main question that I wanted to remember asking you was if you wanted to have a dedicated Goober Spotlight video on the socials, which you already accepted. So we'll stay in touch to do that. That'll be fun. And I guess just thank you for having me on here. Oh, there's one more question that I forgot to ask. Why me and why now for this interview?
Well, it's because, well, first of all, you're very, by the way, if I say something wrong this entire video, I'm very, very sorry as well. But I just want to say that because you're very approachable, you're very friendly, the way you talk in like the interview section on the Goobers one was also like, you have this like charismatic, very caring kind of person, very kind, and like it's just like you're easy to talk to, and you probably will like agree, even though like I'm not like, back then I was more of a acquaintance than a friend like right now. You're just very easy to talk to, and I bet that we're gonna have a fun time, which I am actually. So yeah, like, and then you're also like one of the bigger artists, obviously. Not artists, you're one of the bigger like people in the Goobers. Obviously, like I just can't ask somebody like Namor to do an interview because we're not close enough, or because like, you know, he's very busy as well with DA stuff like that, you know. I can't also like interview somebody like Chris because like they're also doing their own stuff, you know. I can't like interview an actual DA freelancers right now because I'm not very close to them. You are one of the very few people that I've been talking to, that I've asked for, and you're very kind and you're very easy to approach. Because at this time is because like the time zone difference, and because it's Sunday for me and I have quite a few free times, might as well just do it, you know. Even though I have work tomorrow, I still can easily sleep.
I kind of say why now, as in like, actually no, it was me who decided now, right? Because you reached out before the Join the Bloodline collab came out, and then I said maybe wait until after it's out so we have more to talk about.
Yes, exactly. Like,
so
yeah,
it's my fault that it's happening only now. You reached out quite before that.
Yeah, because when I published my Jezfe video, you said like, hey, we should probably do this sometime. I was like, I'll keep that in mind. And when the Join the Bloodline came out, I asked you again.
That's right. It was I was the one who reached out first.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. That was a while ago though. Wow. That's nice that you remembered.
Well, yeah, like, it's great because like I also need more people. Like I just can't stay with the same person, you know. Not because they're bad, it's because I want to add more variety. You know, Adrian and Milo has been on here twice. And actually you will be invited for something more. I can't tell what it is on the audience, but I think you already know which one is going to be your invited.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yes, but I can't tell the audience. I can't tell the audience, but because it's going to be probably the biggest episode of the Legacy podcast by far. However, there's a little hint. It's going to come out somewhere in September. That's it. That's all it's going to be.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. But yeah.
I think just given the release month, people can kind of guess.
Yes.
What it's about.
And it's going to be
We'll leave it up in the air. It's nice to have a little bit of mystery, build a little tension.
Exactly. And yeah, like I also want to ask, like, why do you want to be also in this Guest Legacy collection? Because back then, because you're the one who's asking, right?
Yeah. Unlike some of the other people in Goober, despite me being one of the owners and me like basically founding Goober as the rebrand it is, I'm not very known in the community at all. I don't like putting myself out there too much, like, hey, look, I made this, like, oh, I own Goober. Because I don't own Goober. I treat myself more as a leader, more of an organizer than an owner, despite me having owner rank, I guess, does that make sense? I don't want to look like I'm bragging or anything, so I don't really push myself out there. So I feel like a lot of people probably don't know who I am outside of the people already in our server. And I think it would be nice for people to get to know me, to get my name out there, and to be more known in a way that isn't pretentious. like, hey guys, it's me. I did this. I don't know. I think it's a little bit. I don't know. There's better ways to put your name out there, and that's by creating stuff and by doing interviews like this, which super fun. And I think it's really a good opportunity for people not only to get to know you better, because this is really a conversation, but to get to know both of us better, and to see the inner workings of Goober, who's behind this stuff, and just get to know more. I think it's really nice to have that opportunity to share that with people.
Yeah. After all, the Legacy Podcast is about sharing. We're not just talking about random stuff.
Yeah.
It's not just a DA or it's actually not even a DA oriented podcast. It's just a podcast that I made my own. But yeah, it's always good to just be able to like talk rather than just being pretentious about it. So yeah. It's a great opportunity.
I love your style of interview as well. Your style isn't very like, oh, question number 1 is blah 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 blah, and then answer, question, answer, question, answer. There's like an actual nice dialogue going, especially because we are friends. It's a friend talking to a friend. It's a nice, natural dialogue to the point where we've been recording for 3 hours and 2 minutes, and it hasn't gotten boring. We haven't ran out of things to talk about.
No, we haven't.
But unfortunately, you do have to go to bed, and I have other stuff.
I wish I could stay, but yeah, obviously I also need to go as well. And there's other stuff that I need to finish before I need to go to bed. But yeah, time zone difference. But obviously, later in around September, we're going to have a lot more to talk to.
Yes, we are. And we'll keep it so I can do your Goober Spotlight. Maybe by the time this podcast releases, your thing will already be out.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, is there like any last words you want to say before I end this?
Any last words before I end this? That's
no, that sounded bad. But like,
shoot me in the back of the head. I guess thank you guys for watching. If you reached all the way to the end of this podcast, thank you. It's been 3 hours. Whether you were just like watching it in the background while you're doing the dishes or something or whatever, I really thank you for your attention, for tuning in for 3 hours. And if you reached all the way to the end, I guess it seems you are interested in me and the stuff that I've been working on. My links are in the description. You can find my personal links for my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and you can find the links for the Goober Collabs, as well as the Twitter and Instagram for that as well in the description. Keep in touch with Crafted. Subscribe to him. This is my first appearance, but it will not be my last on this channel.
Yeah.
So if you want to see more of me and you want to see more of him, subscribe for that.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for watching till the end.
Yeah, so, and then finally, I will do my outro. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching the Legacy Podcast. If you are interested in other Legacy stuff that I did, I have Crafted Silver 5 Legacy down in the description down below. I have the Frozen 2 remake music video. I also have the Kings and Queens remix music video. And if you are interested in stories, there's Legacy Collection. I've made Alia, sometimes Heights or Feelings in Russian fanfic. You can download it in the description down below. It's called Just Pretend, if you all probably already know. And I've made a trailer. Why are you spinning in the background like this? Anyways, I have all the stuff linked in the description down below. Don't forget to check out Lucas's stuff, like he said before. All the other stuff linked in the description down below. And oh Jesus, careful.
Don't worry about it, I'm fine.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next podcast. Bye bye.